Guys, welcome back to another classic episode of Daily Blue Weekly. My name is Bluey.
And my name is Gabe.
And this is your weekly dose of all the news stories that matter, but it's mostly the ones that don't. Bring out the fine china. We've got guests. Mr. Bradley Bishop.
Boys.
Welcome, Brad. Welcome.
Host of the Sunday Service.
Yes.
Comedian extraordinaire.
Thanks for having me on, boys. I think the last time I saw you, I was in a world of hurt.
We're fucked up.
We were all fucked up.
Like, I have not had a blowout like that in such a long time because I'm a responsible young man. I only ever really go out to the comedy club. I've got a missus at home, so I'm like, I don't need to go out on the town and be part of
It doesn't stop some of us, bro.
be part of the riffraff. And then the riffraff just got a hold of me.
There was some riffing and raffing that night.
My goodness,
Holy shit.
was there.
You were in your element after the show, mate. You had everyone in the palm of your hand.
Dude, the best part was, I'm going to take this off. The best part was for me is at the start, I go to Gaby. I go, mate, I'm not getting loose tonight. Like, we had an agreement. I'm not getting fucked up. I'm just going to have a few beers and then I'll head home. And then if one thing led to another. And somewhere after, like, I've got this thing in my head that I call the fucked express, and I think that every listener of the Daily Blue, from the members that I met, I think they all have this, and it's a genetic gene that we have, and it's after the third beer, you just go fucking on an express trip to Fuckville, and there's no handbrakes. It's like one of those Japanese high speed rails. Dude.
Yeah.
I just ended up. Mate, fucking buckled.
Yeah,
dude.
there were a lot of like-minded individuals here. And, anyone that was a live show would recognise Bradley. Bradley was our MC. He did a fucking hell of a job.
It was so
Saved
much
the
fun.
night.
Mate, yeah.
Saved the night. Well, not saved it, but fucking cherry on the cake, I reckon. It was awesome.
Yeah.
He
With
did such
the
a good
boys.
job.
I bought $740 worth of curtains.
Yeah. Literally, you did.
That was hilarious because he was like, why do you have 7 curtains? And I was like, for my podcast studio.
Yeah, we needed curtains to block off. You did set design, you did MCing, you did fucking...
Dude, I was giving guys wristies for fucking, in the disabled bathrooms.
You were fucking guest of honour. It was awesome.
Just doing what I could for the boys.
And then obviously, we blew our brains out afterwards on the sauce.
At one point, it was me and Phil from PK Mortgages. Shout out, great sponsor.
Great guy.
Me and him were just in the pokey lounge, and like some guy comes up and he's like, boys, it's 2:00, you've got to leave. And we were like, what the fuck? And as soon as we walked out of the lure of the pokey lounge, we were disgusted with ourselves. We're like,
That's a safe space when you're in there, you and your mate chewing each other's ear off, and you walk out and you're like, oh, what have I done?
yeah.
What the fuck have I done?
Reality.
And like, I remember like when I used to get on the sauce, I'd have recollection of everything. I've killed so many brain cells from being
gone, brother.
barely functioning alcoholic that like I remember doing my set. I remember having like 2 beers, and then I remember saying goodbye to Phil. And there's 6 hours that are just completely unaccounted for.
I don't know if it's like when you're having fun. I don't know if it's like an adrenaline thing, like because the live show is like fun and you're like performing, like you were performing that night. So I don't know if it's like, but you do it all the time, so maybe not. But I like the boxing. Like, I don't remember anything from the fight.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's like just when you're like in the moment having heaps of fun. It's obviously 50 schooners doesn't help either. But
I think it might be the schooners.
Oh mate, I black out like I'm terrible now. And I remember like you say, like when I was a kid, I remember everything.
Yeah,
and now I get like 20 minutes from a night.
Yeah, dude. Like when you were 15, fingering chicks on ovals, like with a bottle of Little Fat Lamb, you remembered every
stroke.
Everything. Now, like you get to that certain point and you just it's just gone. Like,
it's scary. It's coming with old age.
Is
your back gone yet? How old are you?
32.
Is your back gone yet?
Oh yeah, I've had a bad back for fucking ages.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
My back's fucked.
Bro, like I can cross this hip, like I can fold this leg. This one here is just an utter embarrassment.
That's as low as mine will go. I can't like I can't go any.
I went and saw Big Dal from To The Point podcast, and he's like, you got to come do some jiu-jitsu with this. And I was like, brother, I can't cross my legs.
Yeah,
like,
he would.
I was like, there's no way.
He'd be able to humble you, I reckon.
Yeah, he'd be looking to prove a point and fucking smash you too.
He's such a big unit.
He's a big man.
Oh, fuck. Like, that was like another thing. Like, him and Clarkey. Like, Clarkey's a solid boy as well, like his co-host. And I was like, fuck, man, I'd have to get on fucking some serious gear for 5 years and just be strict to even be able to, like, hold his left nut. You know what I mean? So,
Jiu-jitsu too is like, because it's all about mobility and, like, you'd tear something immediately.
Yeah.
Like straight away.
I think it's one of those things that it would be sick to be a black belt, but I can't be fucked to do the effort. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No
people
chance,
like,
bro.
you got to defend yourself in a street fight. It's like, mate, as you famously said, I wouldn't knock the froth off a cappuccino.
Oh.
So, like, who's got to...
Famous quote, Daily Blue.
I don't think anyone's fucking, gearing up to fight me too much. So
You're a fucking big teddy bear too.
yeah, I've made it 32 years without getting my face punched in.
Yeah.
So
100%. Fucking hell.
sweet.
What's the deal with jiu-jitsu? Everyone that does it wants everyone they meet to do it.
Yeah.
You can't talk to someone who does it without them going like, bro, you need to come. Like, it's someone who plays footy. They're just going like, oh, yeah, I got footy on the weekend.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
trying to recruit you. You know what I mean?
It's not like, like some sports definitely have a cult aspect to it. Like,
CrossFit.
That was what I was about to say. Like,
You want to get that in quick.
CrossFit had boomed like a few years ago. I don't see it being as prevalent now. Like, it's more in the shadows again. Like,
Even Air Locker had its time in the sun, and now that's, I think, on the decline.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? That's
Yeah.
the altitude training
Yeah.
or something, isn't it? Like, lucky hot boy Shandor Earl's just,
He is a fucking stud, isn't he?
bro. I'll tell you something funny.
What's doing?
We went up to the Gold Coast last year with my missus, and we're at Newcastle Airport, and Shandor's probably 15 meters from me, and I go, babe, like Shandor Earl's
You get a little
here.
tingle in your cock.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is
No,
happening?
I was fully erect. I was like, I'm going to be walking on this plane just like fucking barred up on the tarmac.
Tuck her under the waistband.
And I was like, Shandor Earl's here. And she doesn't watch footy. So she's like, who the fuck is Shandor Earl? I'm like, the hottest guy in the airport. And within like a split second, she's like, that guy over there in the black shirt with the tattoos and the fingernails painted. And I was
7
like,
foot tall fucking Greek statue over there.
She's like,
Tanned within an inch of his life.
She's like, here's
In
a
the
hot
winter
boy,
somehow.
but she's like, I don't know about the nail polish. And I was like, look, I don't know about the nail polish either, but if I was as fucking a specimen like Shandor Earl, like, you could do a lot worse.
He would have forgotten about more roots than we've had collectively. Like he would have, he would have fucked for Australia for
he
sure.
was-
Like
he was playing in Canberra, like when I was living there, and like I remember like going out and seeing him and Blake Ferguson one night. Just
Oh, they would have ran a mark then too. We don't speak about Fergie
Josh
these
Dugan
days.
off the hip too.
at fucking Mooseheads in Canberra. Like
Todd Carney may have been playing at that time still as well at the milk. Yeah.
dude.
It'd be the only thing keeping that team afloat, just the party culture there. It'd be the only reason anyone would go there.
Well, dude, like you were speaking previously about how cold Tamworth gets, like in the winter. Like Canberra is up there as well.
I was thinking about that today.
It'd be the only thing that could keep him there because Ricky promotes it's a family club, but like really that's low key for like. Boys, we're getting on the bender. We're the kings of the city. We can do what we
Brumbies.
want. No one's watching Union. Fuck the Brumbies, dude.
Yeah, there's not much doing in the ACT.
There's like you're either a public servant or a fucking bonghead.
Yeah.
And like, you know.
Or both.
If you can do
Working
both.
at Questacon.
Yeah, fuck. Did you boys have to make a trip to Questacon?
I missed that one.
I did QuestCon.
Yeah.
Did the slide where you like hang and like fall down that giant slide thing.
Yeah.
People made
Sick.
that sound like it was so huge. How big is that slide really?
I mean, looking back, it was probably no, it wasn't big. But you're a tiny kid. Everything's huge.
I think it's like 2.5 meters, maybe.
Yeah,
But
I got
like,
told it was 2 stories. So
Yeah. I remember being
That's what it feels like back then.
scared shitless, like holding on to the bar.
Oh, there was kids crying and shit.
Yeah.
Like, there was like they obviously got bullied after that, but there was
Yeah.
like kids crying that wouldn't do it. They like had to get up and then get back off. Like, had to pull them off. And
It
you're like,
crossed my mind, but I am like a beta cunt with very thin wrists and low testosterone, so I couldn't hold myself
feel
up
ya.
there very long. So I just fell down anyway.
while crying.
While crying. Tears just lubed the slide up for me. So
yeah,
it was good.
QuestCon was nice. Long drive though.
Yeah, dude, it's just I've said to so many people, like, full respect to anyone that still lives in Canberra, but like I could not go, since living in Newcastle, I could not go back.
I feel the exact same, mate, about Tamworth. It's like, if you're happy there, do your thing, but even just the weather, mate, like it's just a bit warmer. Like it is still a bit cold there, but if you were back home right now, you'd be fucking 3 layers on at all times.
My mate literally had a story today where she was pouring water over her windshield to get the ice off it. Which is like such shit, cunt.
Yeah.
Oh, I could not fucking handle it.
I get cranky if I got to put a beanie on this time of year. I'm like, too
you
cold.
feel like a bit of a pussy wearing like a singlet or like thermals. You feel like a bit of a
nice
fucking
little chesty bonds.
yeah. You feel like a bit of a
wearing
pussy,
chesty
eh?
bonds is gay. You can't wear chesty bonds.
Dude, I must be.
100%.
I'm gay as fuck, dude, because I love my chesty bonds, dude.
Yeah. Mum bought me a 6-pack of them like 2 Christmases ago. I was like, I'll never wear these.
Yeah.
Like, no.
No, like, because I live in a house that has no insulation as well. So wintertime it's fucking freezing, and then summertime it's just disgraceful.
What, do you live in a tent? Why don't you have insulation?
Oh, I don't know.
Stockton,
The house was built fucking ages ago, and they just never. They were just like, it's an expense that we don't really need.
Yeah. Do you need windows? Do you want doors and windows as well? Or
So they're added optionals.
Running water as well. Do you want this thing plumbed or what's the go?
Yeah, we just got one of those dog shells out the back. And when it rains,
trough.
we just go and have a little bath in there.
Beautiful. Eat out of a trough. Fucking oath. Yeah. I went to Canberra. I probably told this story on the pod, but we went to Canberra. Like the most recent memory of me going down there was we got wind of a really cheap student night back in, I reckon, 2010.
Yeah.
And we
Trash
caught
Thursdays.
It was like $2. We heard there was $2.50 drinks.
$2 drinks.
Yeah,
everywhere.
It was a Thursday.
Yeah,
and
Thursdays.
we drove from Newcastle on a Thursday morning because I was like,
Some degenerate.
This is the best.
I think I just finished school and I was just playing footy and I didn't know what I was doing for work. Not much. And we drove on me and three of the boys, hopped in the car on a Thursday morning, drove down, went to Mooseheads, got these $2 drinks, got blind, slept in a car, and there's like that car park not far
just
from there.
across the road.
Yeah. Slept in the car, woke up and drve home the next day and we're like, that was sick.
That was the best. Did you get the dollar pizzas out the front as well?
I don't remember. Potentially. Yeah,
bro,
potentially.
Here's how much of a swindler I was. I used to always go to Moose on Trash Thursdays.
Moose.
Yeah. Moose.
What was it? Yeah. It was like
It's one or the other.
the antlers. Yeah.
And there was this cunt that always used to just sell fucking pizza out the front for like $1 a slice. And I just ended up becoming mates with him. So he used to always just hook me up with pizza and I'd just get blind and just go down there and get fucking pizzas.
Not bad.
You were cheering, dude. Trash Thursdays were just next level
Trash.
elite. Yeah.
Can you imagine how disgusting you would have looked eating those fucking pizzas too by the end of the night?
Brother, it was like McCain's fucking meat lovers pizza that they've bought for like fucking $3 and then selling it for $1 a slice.
That's a hustle. Wait, so was it a guy off the premises, like a food truck, or what? Was he just like selling it out of the back of mum's fucking paddy wagon after he cooked it up at home?
It was a dude who just had like a stand with like a little oven that just like kept it warm. And I don't know where the pizzas were coming from. Yeah, the pizzas would just kind of come out to him infrequently.
He's an entrepreneur.
Awesome. Yeah,
he's a true entrepreneur.
He was a true Indian hustler.
Yeah.
Like, you see him driving Mercedes-Benz and stuff.
Respect, you know why?
Yeah, they fucking...
Went on to found Domino's, that fella.
Yeah, that's outstanding.
Yeah.
What else been happening, man? Fucking gigging?
Yeah, gigged. So gigged last night at the Newey Comedy Club. Tried some new stuff out.
How'd that go?
It's always tough, man. Like, and especially I write a little bit different. Like some comics can write word for word what they want to say, where I'm like come up with a premise, write some things, have some tags, throw shit at the wall, see what sticks,
work your way there kind of thing.
Yeah, and then work backwards from that and be like, this is too wordy, fuck that off. That actually worked well. Sometimes you get a good ad lib, so you keep the ad lib in.
Do you record all your stuff for that kind of sake, so you know where you're getting the pops and stuff?
Yeah, if I'm doing something new, then yeah, I record it. Just sometimes I'll take the camera in, but you can just look like a fuckwit, like setting up a camera. It's like
that's the game now, bro. Yeah, that's what it seems like the game is.
But like the boys at the club, they're awesome because they film all of it anyway. So if you have a banger of a set and you want to have some clips or something come out, you can get that.
That's cool.
This was just recorded off the phone. We had a fucking awesome gig on Saturday night.
Packed, wasn't it?
Sold out.
Yeah.
Like
it seems to always be packed. I know.
I was having a chat to one of the other comics, and he's like, how is there this many people that keep doing this? Because like I think the boys that run the club, like selling out every show for 6 months. How good's this? Then a year. Now it's been 2 years, like 2.5 years, and it's still just selling out.
I remember even like the open mics, because I went to a couple of the open mics and I saw it from might have gone like 5 weeks on the bounce just to get a feel for it, and then I think it did 1 or 2. And I saw it get busy over those 5 weeks. I saw it go from like 20 people to 30 to 50 to I think the last one I did was full, and then I'm assuming it's just full every week now.
Yeah, the open mics can dip and vary a little bit.
Yeah.
But like sometimes you'll get 75 people at an open mic, which is...
How many are there to perform? Or are you talking about just straight audience?
Straight audience.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy, man. And I'm like...
That's like a Tuesday night too.
You couldn't fucking pay me to go watch open mic. It's like, we're all fucking crazy cunts, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so it's the boys done such a fantastic job. And yeah, Saturday night pumped. There'll be a clip that comes out Friday. They clipped something up, a bit of crowd work that I was doing, and they're like, can we release this? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. But
Fuck yeah.
crowd working some lady about her first date and she's there with her boyfriend, and he took her to go bird watching at a botanical garden. It's what she wanted to do. So I was just ripping on her about being on Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah, 100%.
Having autism and shit.
Yeah.
There was some gronk from there was I don't know if I'll release this clip, I might, but he's like full beard, mullet, like fucking tattoos and shit.
Sounds like a man.
And I was just like, mate, you're a walking advertisement for fucking Newcastle. And he's like, I'm from Penrith, and like pronounce it like that.
Yeah.
With the riff.
So I ripped on him about just, not being able to pronounce his THs. And
the Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers, 1, 2, 3. And I was like, you look like you were conceived on a dirt bike, cunt. That got him good. But the best part was his name was Quinton.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh, your parents couldn't afford an abortion, so they just called you Quinton.
The next best thing.
I can't get rid of him. He must be bullied.
Yeah, and let nature take its course,
How do you feel about, because obviously you're pretty comfortable on stage and shit like that. I always find it funny because you're in a, I guess, vulnerable position when you're clearly comfortable picking on anyone during crowd work, is taking like a big guy and being like, you're fucking dumb and retarded. Have you ever had any confrontation, or are you ever worried you're going to get in confrontation from picking on someone who looks scary?
I don't know.
Does it cross your mind?
No, it doesn't really cross my mind, and I think it's because I typically deliver it in a very cheeky manner.
Yeah,
and
we're having fun here,
and
mate.
it's like if you're in the comedy club, we're here to laugh at a range of things, and if you can't laugh at yourself, what are you doing?
But you see clips all the time of people fucking taking comedy the wrong way, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, you see it especially in America. It seems like guys just get up and want to punch on.
Yeah,
but I was like, if anything, that makes you look like even more of a fucker.
Yeah,
and I have no doubt there'd be comics out there that would deliberately do that, so they
blow up,
elicit that reaction, and then it makes them
get a good clip.
Get a big clip, because everything's about clips these days.
It
fucking
sucks.
drives me nuts.
I hate it. We talk about this every episode. It's just retarded people being retarded for clips.
And
imagine posting them.
I hate it.
And it's honestly, and then because we podcast, we love it, we like to do it for fun. But then it's just like, fuck. Have you ever been scrolling and you just see two random white blokes giving their opinion, and you're like, who the fuck are these cunts? I don't care about these cunts. I don't need to see any more of these cunts.
Every single time I post one.
And then,
no one cares about this.
And then you're like, now I have to be one of these cunts because my artistic endeavor, it makes me
I get these one of high schoolers. There's these high school kids and they're just terrible, and they all go viral because the comments on them are fucking gnarly. Just bullying the shit out of these kids who are just trying to have a conversation. It's just the most forced shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a school project or they're just really trying to get something going before they leave school, but it's shocking.
It is a weird thing though, podcasting, isn't it? Especially if the weird aspect of reaching out to someone that we're mates, so this is obviously fun for us, but man, I've had times where I've reached out to comics and it's literally Aaron Gox. The first time I met Goxie, I was like, bro, do you want to come over and sit in my garage and we'll record the first conversation that we've ever had?
He seems like an interesting guy.
It's so strange, man. It's fucking odd.
It's very odd.
But yeah, aside from that, just getting some gigs. I saw something that upset me and I thought that this would be great to discuss with you boys. I haven't discussed this with anyone. But
secret.
I was on, it was Sunday night, and I was just fucking feeling too lazy to cook. And all the food apps take 45 minutes to get to Stockton if they even come there.
Yeah, you'd be lucky to get them over there.
Half of them don't come. So I was like, let's just fucking go down. There's a local pizza shop. And
old mate from Canberra. He's doing deliveries now.
He's just followed me from Canberra to Newcastle. He's just outside my house. He's like, brother,
please.
You're the only one who bought it.
You were so loyal. You're so loyal.
And anyway, so I go into this pizza shop and there's this family in there. And you look at someone and you're like, fucking those two kids both have autism. I could just tell, one was holding a Lego set and the other was just holding what looked like a box of cards of some description.
Kind of sounds like normal kids to me, to be honest.
But let
kids playing games.
No. Sorry. Let me preface this. They were probably 16, 17 years old. It was just weird vibes. And I was looking at them And like, this is how the guy, like, you know, the soft drink brand Kirks?
Yes.
So how he ordered his Kirks, he goes, I'll get 2 blue, a yellow, and a purple, thanks. And
Order by colour.
Yeah, instead of just saying what the name was, I was like, all right, this guy's fucking weird. And they're like, just the usual. So this was like, this is their outing. This is their family outing.
It's a big day.
And no one goes to this pizza shop. So it's probably where the autistic kids feel the safest, right?
That's reasonable.
This dad is wearing leggings, like rainbow coloured, like
Tights,
like what your missus wears. Just full cock bulge at the pizza shop. And I was like, brother, this is too much, dude. I was like, you're here with your wife. And I was like, how the fact you have 2 confirmed roots is mind blowing, but just like the lack of self-awareness to like, I don't know. I feel weird wearing Ugg boots out sometimes, just feeling like a proper scum cunt. But you know, like
I still do it. I still do it.
Yeah,
I feel the exact same, but I still do it.
I do it. Like I pick my moments where I'm like, all right, if I'm just running to the grog shop, I can grab a 6-pack or whatever.
He may have had the same conversation with himself. Like he's at home in his leggings, just chilling. He's like, "Fuck, I can't be getting changed. I'm just running it. Fuck it. No one will be there." And you were there, and you'll put him on blast.
Yeah. We got you, cocksucker.
He's probably listening to this right now. He's like, damn it. Fuck, my
like,
weird kids
It
too.
made me think, like, do you reckon this is something that he tried at home one day? Had no clean clothes and just fucking threw on a pair of the missus leggings, and then he went, actually, these are fucking elite.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe all the clothes are in the wash. He just had to go in and get it off the missus. Fuck, mate, if he's comfortable, play on, I guess.
You reckon it's play on?
Go for it, I guess.
No, I'm fucking play off, dude.
Like, I'm gonna assume he's a junkie. Like, I'm definitely gonna make crazy assumptions about this man.
He wasn't even junkie. He was probably like a 6'2", like overweight dad. Like balding, glasses.
He's just past caring.
Yeah.
He's just like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids are retarded.
Yeah.
They can't even say, like, a creaming soda. They're calling it by the colour.
Yeah.
I'm fucking doing whatever I
For
want.
context too, though, people should know, like, you live in Stockton, so that's like an island just off of Newcastle. It's a freak island.
It's a freak show.
It's freak island.
I call it Newcastle's Manly, but not a lot of people see it that way.
No one sees it that. No one sees it that way.
We're just a bunch of junkies, and like you know, there's the police station moved out. Like it's not occupied.
They're like, fuck this.
Yeah, so like people, if you like go down to the pub and you call someone who's sober to drive home, they're like, look at this fucking pussy, dude.
Yeah. Just drive.
Be a man.
Just drink drive, you pussy.
Who cares if you're over the legal limit by 3 times?
Yeah,
just drive home.
Stocko's rare.
I love it, but
Yeah.
it's
You do put on for Stocko.
I do. I fucking love it, man.
Like the Diaz brothers.
Yeah, just
Stockton,
motherfucker. Yeah, like, yeah, I've actually said that on stage one time when someone's like, he was from Stockton.
Did you slap him? You slap him in the face?
I just cut the set short.
Slapped him in the face and flipped him off and got off stage.
I just think I'm cooler than these guys.
Man.
Every time, me included, I've said, like, someone said to you, oh, you know, Stocko, it's a bit out of the way. You just go, just get on the ferry. Like, you're fucking getting residuals off ferry rides, or
mate,
something.
fuck,
Use code Brad when you get on.
They could at least give me a fucking free ride every now and then, I reckon.
You should do you get discounted ferry? Cause
It's
like,
$1. I don't know how much more of a discount I need, you know?
It's obviously running at a loss, isn't it?
The only other discount you get is just the 5-finger one where you just walk
on.
And dude, they've all been beaten down. They don't give a fuck. And they know the demographic. They're like, it's fucking half rich people, half junkies. Like, just let them on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird...
The rich people are greedy. The poor people don't have the money. Go for your life.
Yeah. And the rich are just slowly they're weeding them out. Like that, like in, I reckon 20 years, I don't reckon there'll be many junkies left there.
It'll be
have $1 million properties.
Where will they all go?
They'll like,
Back here.
you know what rich cunts do, man? They just will start a petition. They'll be like, fucking, we'll get a mob of Karens to get these fucking Derricks out of here.
Murder them all.
That was, dude, I actually,
like they did in New York.
I actually have had this theory that I would be happy for like COVID to come back if it only killed junkies. You know, like if there was a COVID that just wiped the floor of junkies and just.
Well, that was the thing. They thought it was going to for a while because they're like, if you smoke or you're not healthy, you're dead.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, that'll be.
Well, that was part of the reason
take care of it.
That was part of the reason I delayed getting the vaccine for 8 months. I was like, if you're telling me I can take a few fucking of these junkies out of the way, dude.
I'll spread it to them.
Yeah, I'll just fucking.
Super spreader.
Yeah.
Had a couple of parties.
Like during COVID, I'd buy like Subways and I'd just spit in them.
Leave them out.
just go give them to the boys. Like, it's tough times. Everyone stay safe.
The fuck?
That's
Brad the super spreader.
Yeah, dude.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
That's it, boys. So
Fucking oath.
yeah, that's a bit of news for the week. The most recent that just kind of pops up, and I've got a rort later on as well. I haven't sent you this rort, but I have to. This rort came across my desk, and I just went, I know there's two boys that I need to send this rort to, and I think the listeners
give it to us. Let it rip now. Fuck it.
This is the home.
It's like it's a reel. Should I just play
Yeah.
Should I just DM it to you and then you
DM it to Gabo, and Gabo can
you
fire
can play
it up
through the Bluetooth.
Yeah, fuck
It is one of the all-time rorts. I could not believe what I was seeing when I saw it.
We had a phase where people were just ringing in, just telling us about like petty theft. They were confusing like a rort with like just criminal activity and petty theft. They're like, yeah, what if I go to Woolworths and just put shit in my pockets and walk out? Is that a rort? I was like, no. You're just stealing things.
Yeah. You've got to have some creativity to your rort.
Yeah.
Like it can't just be theft.
we do draw the line at theft.
I just got in a hit and run with a homeless guy. Is it play on for me to drive? Is that a rort?
Rort on or rort off, boys?
Rort on.
Right, are we all ready?
Yeah.
A prostitute by the name of Estelle Lucas, who's put out a video called Demystifying the NDIS for Sex Workers. And she explains that if you want the doctor to write a good supportive letter so that you can get on the NDIS, you're better off writing the letter for the doctor and just getting the doc to sign it.
I wrote the supporting letter for my doctors. I did enough research to understand what the buzzwords were, like psychosocial disability. They don't know that necessarily. So I wrote the letter.
So Estelle gets about $60,000 a year from the NDIS. She has things like ADHD, anxiety and a sleeping disorder.
So all of
and
us.
she says it's impossible for doctors to measure these conditions. It's more of a self-diagnosis.
None of my disabilities technically can be measured.
Wow.
I have to prove my
Snitch on
disability
herself?
through self-reported diagnostic methods or screening methods.
It's pretty much a how-to guide, a dummy's guide for getting on the NDIS and staying on the NDIS. And Estelle points out that there's no means testing for NDIS funding. It's for the rich and the poor.
You don't have to prove that you're poor. You don't have to prove that you're worthy for this. You just have to prove that you're disabled and that it impairs you. What matters is that you meet the eligibility criteria.
So she just admits it, saying you don't have to prove you're worthy. You only have to reach the eligibility criteria. And if you need any further evidence that the system's broken.
One of the all-time rorts and crazy for someone who sleeps with people for a living, that she has a sleeping disorder, I found.
Nice.
She so she's just obviously doing cashies then as well.
Yeah.
So I was going to say 60K is not.
Yeah, 60K is not nothing to really live off, but
if
you're copping some dick on the side,
got a second job,
yeah,
like she
it's
does,
just straight up cash.
which would all be cash. Yeah, she's probably what an idiot, snitching on herself.
Yeah.
That is the idiots with us exposing that is the problem with us exposing the rorts, because they just get ruined. There was one we had to cut out. That's only ever one. But when we posted the barley one, do you remember that one?
Yeah.
There was heaps of people commenting like, "Thanks for fucking ruining it, guys. Now no one can ever fucking do it."
We ended up on a watch list. I had a mate of mine that works. His sister works at a big insurance agency, and they were like, "You're not going to be able to get travel insurance anytime soon."
Make these guys jump through
They're like,
every
"This reels." We've had a company-wide email about you guys. I thought he was winding me up. He's like, "No, seriously, like, you can't get travel insurance anytime soon."
It's like, I'm not the one doing the
I was like, I didn't do it. I just told a story of my mate that used to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't even say his name.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, you guys are fucked." I was like, "Oh,
That's
sweet."
That's fucking gold.
So that's why there hasn't been many rort clips going out.
Yeah. Fuck, keep your rorts to yourself.
But are they just going to take that like chick off it now? Surely once you
what?
see that and you're essentially admitting that you're fucking them, they'll be like, right, fuck you.
Yeah, she must have parlayed something into OnlyFans or something just to...
Yeah,
Not
that would
insurance
be
policy.
it.
Yeah,
That
she's
would
just
be
like,
it.
I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah, that's the game, isn't it? It's you do something crazy so that a story breaks about you. Like, I imagine that's what the chick who showed her tits in the portal from New York to Ireland. Did you see that?
I heard about this. Yeah. I think I've seen the video.
She flashed. I'm sure she would have had OnlyFans. Like, you're not doing that for no fucking reason, are you?
It's just promotional work.
Yeah.
It's just promo. It's just the same as us uploading clips.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I get my
just
tits
like
out.
us.
Exactly. We're all slaves to content.
100%, dude.
She just
This
needs
is
to
the
get
game.
She needs to get her name out there. She needs to get on the top fucking 10 percentile.
Some of them are just better at it than others.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the important question about that clip is it roared on or roared off? She is getting a leg up on the government. It is money they're giving out anyway.
Yeah, but that's NDIS. That's meant for actual sick and sad people.
That's wrought off for me.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just eye-opening that how, easy that, like, this stuff is. But, like, it kind of goes... I think that's the way Australia is going. If you can prove that you've got something, you can just get it. Like, yeah. The amount of people I know that are on medicinal cannabis because they're just like, I've got a sore back, and sometimes I wake up tired and they're like, you need weed, dude.
There's only one answer. Should I go to bed earlier?
Nah.
Physio? Wrong again.
Exercising a little bit.
Yeah.
Dr. Buds.
Yeah,
So I can sleep.
Guys, Daily Blue Weekly is proudly brought to you by our mates at PK Mortgages.
With access to over 50 lenders, they can get you the most competitive loan options for your first home, next home, or even your next investment property or first investment property.
If you're a mogul. Mm-hmm. Cool dude moguls.
Couple of them listening.
Oh, boy. The moguls are listening. Watch out. The team at PK Mortgages can also help you out with personal loans or finance for cars, boats, jet skis, caravans, pretty much anything with wheels that you may want to get away with your annoying family in.
Guys, PK Mortgages will help you in researching, organising and negotiating loans on your behalf. And the best part is it's at zero cost to you.
I know I've already said it, but I have enlisted the help of Phil from PK Mortgages during my first home buying process. I don't want to call him daddy, because that might give people the wrong idea, but Phil's been my daddy through this whole thing. He's made me feel very safe.
Daddy
and
Phil.
And like everything's going to be all right. If you would like Phil to be your daddy, if you want Phil to be your daddy too, you can get in touch with the team at PK Mortgages on 0420 660 804 or head to pkmortgages.com.au. That's PK Mortgages, mortgages.com.au, or hit the link in our show notes. Love you, daddy. Guys, Soulcat Design's an Australian-owned and operated business that make beautiful, high-quality stainless steel water bottles, keep cups, and Gabe, what's the other fucking very sick thing they make?
If you fancy a little nip, maybe a whiskey, something of the sorts, they got some nice Japanese-style whiskey glasses.
They've been a supporter of this show for a very long time now, and we love them. And if you want to get around them and get around us, you can use code DAILYBLUE, all one word, capital D, capital B. That will get you 15% off whatever you put in your trolley at soulcatdesigns.com.au. We fucking love them.
Thank you, Soulcat.
Love you guys.
When I say Papa, you say macros, Papa.
Macros.
Papa.
Macros.
Papa macros are fucking delicious. They're chef prepared. They're an Australian-owned business, and the best part is they get delivered straight to your door.
Yeah, if you're a time-poor young professional who's on the go, you're a real go-getter, or you're just lazy, like your boy Blue.
Like these two guys.
Just like these two boys here. Not exactly go-getters, just lazy. These things are fucking perfect, delicious, nutritious, delivered straight to your door. Gabe, what Papa Macros meal would you say you're enjoying the most at the moment?
I'm still loving the chimichurri steak,
That's
but
nuts.
the jasmine rice and rump steak,
Oh.
that's up there, bro.
Oh, I've been poleaxing the Portuguese chicken.
Yeah.
Mate, the portion sizes are very generous.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chicken in there.
I've said it since day dot, man. Portion sizes fucking beat out the other guys. All the other ones I've had.
They're the greatest. Guys, you know the deal. Papa Macros, long-time supporter of the show. You get 10% off with code DAILYBLUE, all one word, capital D, capital B, papamacros.com.au, and the link is in our show notes.
Do you guys ever get like the Facebook ad? Like I scroll through Marketplace with no intent to buy anything, but I often get like targeted ads, and it's just like it's called like Newcastle Medical Man or something. It's just I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's just pictures of buds, pingers, and like just shard, and I'm just. And I'm like,
great marketing.
I was like, surely this is just like the cops are just like
impulse buy.
Let's just see what dumb cunts we can get. Like that.
The targeted ads bother me. Like you Google one thing and then your next minute your social media feed's full of like you go on Google and be like we're looking at a podcast space. I Googled like some industrial and then next thing all my fucking social media feed just like, hey, this is some industrial. I was like, don't do that.
But it's not subtle. It's it's 6 in a fucking row.
Yeah.
Especially on Facebook. I was looking at Uggies again and then I literally went Uggies ad, post, Uggies ad. Like they would just bombarding me for 20 minutes.
They must like make so much money off just that data cropping. Like it must just be ridiculous, man. Because I'll look at a pair of shoes or something, and then for the next month, it's like I'll get you. Like, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but at one point I'm going to get you.
And they must because they must spend a fortune too.
Yeah.
I think those fucking YouTube ads that you can't skip. You know, you get to YouTube, you got like a 20.
They're so long now too.
There's like a 20-second ad that you can't skip.
Try fucking 40 cars.
There's one that goes for like 2 weeks. I was like, what are we doing?
I'm like, what are they spending on that? It's not a video that's already got like 1 million views. Like,
I turn it off, man. Like if I see if I see a minute, I'm like, fuck, I've got better things to do, dude. I can't pay attention for listen to someone talk about like the fucking diarrhea, like the lactose-free milk.
My attention span is fucking bad. It's very, very scary.
It's the worst when you need it. Like if you're at like a work function or something and they're like,
have to concentrate.
This is highly confidential information and you will be quizzed after this. And you're like, fuck.
Do you work for the CIA? Come on,
it's like, does anyone have Dexies?
Be quizzed?
Does anyone, like, please.
Has anyone ever clicked on a YouTube ad? I get having like Facebook ads of like something you want to buy, but the money they're spending on those ads, I've never gone like, oh yeah, I'll check that out because there's a before the video I want to watch.
Yeah.
You're never pressing see more on a YouTube ad.
No, you never are.
I do want to know more about Claritin. Yes, I would love to.
What's happening? What are the specials at Chemist Warehouse?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, tampons. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, and like just how like every ad now as well is just so like diverse as well. It's just like here's Abdul with his white wife, or it's like a white guy with an Asian wife.
Yeah, it's very obvious.
Yeah,
what are you
it's
doing?
Just like fuck, we are the most multicultural nation on earth, apparently.
Yeah, it all bothers me. I hate it. I just want to watch pizza reviews, man. I just want to watch
pizza reviews. Is that your weakness? Is it?
All I watch is Dave Portnoy eating pizza.
Yeah.
It's just every day I just watch a 2-minute clip of Dave Portnoy reviewing pizza, and then that's like it.
Dude, what a simple fucking concept. Like, can you imagine like going to like our dads are probably like fucking working class blokes. Like, can you imagine going up to him and being like, I'm going to be one of the richest blokes, like richest content creators in the world, and all I'm going to do is eat pizza, and my whole thing is I take one bite and then I give it a review. My dad would slap me. He'd be like, cunt, you're fucking...
You need to break your back and be miserable like me.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
You're getting a bricklaying apprenticeship.
Yeah. Oh, it's another world. Remember the Alpha Blokes boys talking about it because they come from... I mean, they were belt splicers. They were working in
at the mines.
At the coal, in the mines on the coal loader. And now they're content guys, and then their dads like trying to explain it to their dads. No, yeah, we just podcast a couple of times a week, and we're like doing really well. Like, we're paying our mortgages. Like their dads are like kids exploded. Like, what do you do?
Yeah,
like, yeah, we just talk.
Me and my friend talk. Like, even
trying to explain it to the other generations, they're like, so what? How do they listen to it? It's kind of like radio, kind of. Not really. It's kind of like radio. They're like, what is it? Yeah. What the fuck do you mean podcast?
I was explaining the Hello Sport boys to Dad. And I was just like, yeah, so like these guys now like film themselves watching like State of Origin and make heap of money or like get all these people watch Origin. He's like, who the fuck wants to watch dudes watch football? And I was like,
I do every time.
Yeah,
I actually tune into their stream. Just
I was
fucking
like, yeah,
so good.
people tune in and they love this shit. Yeah. He just like
Roy and HG used to do it. Roy and HG, the old ABC like comedy duo, they were really funny. They used to do a commentary of the Origin. So if you would mute the telly and have Roy and HG on the radio. So that was like the OG like fucking stream thing, and you would just listen to Roy because they were really, really funny, and they would just fuck around and talk shit about the players exactly like the boys do. But like then it is such a weird thing to be like, yeah, I'm going to watch these dudes watch footy and talk about the footy.
It is
reaction videos as a whole, and like there's a fucking giant market for it. I consume it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it is weird. Like, but anything can become content now.
Yeah, it's like,
dude, there's a guy called Poop Dad on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen him, but like
sounds awesome.
It's this fat dude that has a terrible case of irritable bowel syndrome.
Nice.
And his whole Instagram is just him sitting on the toilet, and then it's just like his face, and then you just hear death coming out of his asshole. Like, I don't know who it was, but one of the boys sent it to me, and I was like, oh fuck. So then like I sent it to a few people, but then getting back to the algorithm's like, this guy likes fat dudes taking shit.
You like Poop Dad? You're going to love this.
And you're like, damn fucking right I do.
It's like fucking get on Poop Dad.
Yeah, I'll be subscribing immediately after this podcast. That sounds amazing.
If he's not part of the newsroom, like I'd be surprised.
Yeah, Poop Dad, if you're listening, fucking
give him a shout
come into the community.
We might have had him on the dial-ins. I think we've had a few of those over the fucking past year.
We have had people just ring
while they're ringing. Yeah, I think I've heard
one.
I've heard like guys pissing on their like bloody brilliant beers.
Yeah,
like,
people just ring up and fart.
Yeah.
I love it. It is awesome.
Dude, I will, like, to the day I die, farting will be
Never not.
hilarious.
Never
Have you seen the Instagram of the guy that has like a little button and it just has like a fart noise?
That's great.
And he'll just like, he's the best. Like, I literally for 45 minutes the other night, I just was in my bed just hosing myself. Just like, he'll walk up like in like busy like Central Park in New York and he'll be like, morning ladies, and then he does a 360, and he goes, and then farts and just keeps walking, and it's just like someone secretly filming their reaction. Bro, hilarious.
One of the best ones that Bride brought to the table recently was the same concept, but this dude was just farting on dogs. He would just... And it was Central Park or whatever, and he's like, oh, is that a retriever? Like, yeah, I have one of them at home. And then he just turned and like fart on these people's dogs and like cupcake. And he's like, all right, have a good day, guys. And these people just like, what? And it's like 5 minutes of that, and I'm just in tears the entire time.
Dude.
And the dog's into it too, starts wagging and shit.
Yeah, some of the dogs would chase him, and he's like, oh, it's a game. It's the greatest.
Yeah, fart and run, dude.
Farting's never not. It happened on a job the other day. One of the boys cracked a pipe, and then the guys with the builder was digging to try and find this pipe. And as he swung the shovel, he farted. And there was three of us there, and they were kind of pissed off because it was late in the day. We were trying to find this cracked pipe. And he just immediately broke the tension with one fart. He just dug the shovel in and went, oh, and we were all going, ah. Now we're less mad.
Dude, have you seen the reel that's going around? It's called Guess My Fart.
No, that sounds mad.
So it's like,
What is your fucking real?
Your algorithm sounds out of control.
Shit and farts.
bro, my algorithm's
They know what
actually
you like.
fucking hilarious. I got a screenshot the other day. I'll get back to this fart.
Please do. So make sure we circle
can't
back.
miss
We will.
this.
But it's just like what your followers, have you seen that? Like what your videos your followers have been liking?
Oh, I see that when it pops up that like they've liked this reel as well.
Oh, yeah. So Instagram, like just the other day, was like, these are some reels that your friends have been watching.
That's a dangerous game.
Yeah.
That's a fucking really dangerous
I don't
game.
like that.
It's like a top three. So
I
it's
don't
like,
like
this
that.
is like the top three. One was
That's ruined some relationships.
one was a dog taking a shit in just like the worst conditions. It's like gale force winds pissing down rain. And this dog's just sitting
I
there
like
like
that. I really
looking
like
at
that.
his owner like, why are you making me do this? The next one is
I really like that one.
It's like a Russian midget boxing league. So like
Beautiful.
two midgets fighting. And then the other one was like a skateboard compilation of guys just fucking eating shit on skateboards. And I was like,
Amazing.
Bruh, I love my followers. Like if
amazing.
there's 800 of them, if that's what you cunts are watching and that's the top three videos, like we're fucking laughing.
Amazing.
Yeah, you're following the right people. You've got
Yeah.
a good group of friends there.
Keep that circle, mate. That's fucking good people.
Getting back to the Guess My Fart. So
Please, yes.
Basically, it's a
Circle
it's
back.
compilation video. So I'm not sure who started it, so I can't credit them. But it's basically like you walk into the bedroom, say your missus is there, like trying to knit or something. I don't know, like she's overly frustrated, and you go, "Hey, babe, guess my fart."
Oh, before you fart.
Before you fart,
And they make the sound.
Yeah,
I
she
have
makes
seen
the
one of
sound,
them.
Then yeah.
Oh, she got to try and like mimic.
Like
the-
she'll go like,
predict. Yeah.
And then obviously if you let that out,
Yeah.
she's fucking nailed it.
she nailed it.
This was a compilation video that I think went for like a minute and a half
Brilliant.
of just the girl or the guy nailing it every single
Amazing.
time. And like, yeah, they both just pissed themselves laughing.
Amazing.
And I was like, is this a loophole that you can get to make your missus like you farting?
Yeah.
Like it though.
Yeah, like I think if you turn it into a game, because like, you know how like when you first start dating a chick, you're like, I don't know, you got
I wanted to get this. You don't know when to let it fly.
Yeah, you got to have there's got to be a grace period where you don't do it, and then after a while, it's just like, yeah, you get full graphic. You're like, that coffee just made me shit out death.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You eventually break down the barrier, but I think that this could be a way, like, because you know how sometimes you just be sitting there and you just go, "Whomp," and like they just get angry.
Yeah.
I think if you ask, hey, guess my fart, like now it's a game. You're included.
Get the fuck away from me.
Sometimes like it just fully depends on what mood. Because sometimes I'll rip him. She'll be like, "Ah, that's disgusting," and sometimes it's like, "Get out."
Yeah.
Like leave the room.
Yeah.
You have to go. I'm like, you laughed yesterday. It's like,
She's like, get out. You go to the kitchen. She's like, get out. You're out the back. And then next minute, your bags are packed.
Yeah, fuck off.
Sleeping in the back of the truck.
Yeah, that initial period, because it's all like when you first start sleeping with a girl and like you're in bed and you're like, I have to fart. Like, and you're in bed and you're like, that's like,
That's when you let the first one out, isn't it?
Generally-
I think that's when my first one was, in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the funniest when you're at that point and your stomach is like,
Yeah.
she's like, hey, what was that? And you're like, oh,
I'm hungry.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's always solid when if you're dating a chick with my partner that I've been dating for 6 years now. She had a downstairs toilet, and then there was obviously the bathroom
That's
upstairs.
epic.
So that was a godsend early on.
Destroy it.
Yeah, I remember one time, but fucking, I'd had a massive night on the pier. So I was doing stand up, and where the venue was close to a house. So I just walked there, and then just just passed out in bed, slept, and then woke up, and then just had to drop they're called the after grog bogs.
Yeah, it's scary stuff.
And it was fucking heinous.
Rank.
And I thought that it was coast was clear type territory.
It was
and
not.
she was living with her sister at the time, and I've just fucking wailed on this toilet, and it's it's early in the morning, so no one's around,
Bit
everything
of
was
reverb
asleep.
from the bowl.
Yeah, and then I've opened the door and come out, and then as I'm washing my hands, the front door opened, and her sister's just got back from a morning run, so she's huffing and puffing, breathing in the big ones anyway. She's just what the fuck?
Oh, no.
I don't know, your sister just came out of there.
Yeah, dude, I was I barely knew her as well, and I was oh fuck, sorry mate.
Yeah, there's you can do some damage, eh? It's fucking heinous.
Mate, I said to Taylor, I don't know if I said this on the pod, but there's an element in craft beers. I love craft beers, but I don't know what it is. But if I have a big Friday and say Saturday on them, my farts smell so bad, dude.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
It's the hops.
And it's the extra hops.
It's the extra hops.
I recently heard they added more hops.
They had
to
more
it.
hops.
But yeah, dude, I remember going through a pub and music's just cranking and just it was a U-shaped pub in Stockton, and I've walked through and just went and just dropped 3 and just watched carnage. I felt like the Joker in Batman.
Crop dust in the pub.
Oh, mate.
I
That
reckon.
is psycho shit. That's fucking
Yeah, dude.
No, let's play on, bro. Farting in public is fucking awesome, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm so for
Remember
it.
going to nightclubs back in the day?
Oh, someone to clear a fucking... Someone to clear it.
And you have to fake it. Oh,
No one had ever... I know that was you.
Yeah.
They're I don't know. I
It's
don't know.
always,
what the fuck?
People always
There's hot
blame
chicks
the,
around.
people blame the fattest, ugliest person.
Is it they don't have it tough enough?
Yeah, they're just
Now
it was
definitely not
definitely
getting
that
pussy.
cunt over
Just
there.
picking on the guys already got low
Yeah.
self-esteem. Just you
Yeah.
fucking smelly cunt.
It's his first time out in
It was
ages.
definitely him, yeah.
Yeah. Also, when farting, when you think you're by yourself and then someone comes over to you, that's
Yeah.
you're like, I just. What do? You tell them, or you're like, I just farted. Just. Oh, sorry, that was me. You just walk straight in.
Yeah. Dude, they're just unbeknownst to them, they've just walked into the car.
You find a quiet corner, just be respectful, just fucking. Hey, Bluey, you're like, oh, damn. Just walk straight into it, bro. That's fresh.
It's
You see their nostrils flare, like you're
Yeah.
both trying to pretend there's
The
nothing. There's
face changes immediately.
full switching and shit.
Hey, man.
Oh,
What the fuck,
you just
cunt?
blame them immediately.
Yeah.
You fucking fart. You smell like cunt. Fucking stinks over here.
It's like when you get in an elevator and you play fart roulette of you need to fart, you fart in the elevator and you know you've got a few stops and you're like,
Is
hopefully
someone-
no one
yeah.
comes. But it's always funny when someone walks in, you're the only one there and you're like, I don't know what's going on with the sewage pipes, but fuck, it's been stinking in here.
Yeah, it is fucking so funny, man. That's so fucking funny. Oh, what farts.
Couple white guys talking about farts on a
Farts,
podcast.
yeah.
eh?
You won't get this on any other podcast. I
That's
tell
better.
I'll
you.
tell you that for fucking
I'll
nothing.
tell ya.
I tell you what else I noticed as well. Just I was doing some shopping earlier in the week, and we're pov cunts, so we often shop at Aldi.
Respect.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I go to the Aldi in Mayfield, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I think this could be a uniquely Newcastle thing. The amount of Thai massage joints that are just around,
There's
That-
a lot.
There's plenty.
that have to just be strictly rub and tugs. There's 5 within a kilometer, and it's just no other business. You couldn't have an iPhone, you couldn't have a phone repair shop and have 5 within a kilometer.
Yeah, there's a lot of demand.
And they're all just
There's
staying
a few
open.
along Mayfield, to be fair.
Maitland
Yes,
Road
there's-
is
There's
like
fucking heaps of repair shops.
Oh,
Rub and
is
Tug
there?
Alley. It's fucking.
Oh, yeah, dude, yeah. It's just fucking, rub and tug galore.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously demand.
There has to be. Yeah, I've started to craft a bit out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking, yeah, it's funny. Yeah, rub and tugs. I've never ever had one. They just, I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me.
What's the what do the like point of difference have to be? Like, how do you get a leg up so you come into my Thai massage joint opposed to another one when they're two doors within each other?
I reckon it's word of mouth. Because
is it how hot the workers are?
Well, dudes that like rub and tugs like them. So I think it's like you know she's like the Korean fried chicken. Like I couldn't pick them, but if you're into Korean fried chicken, you could pick them. So I think if you're a rub and tug guy, they know.
Yeah.
Like there's something, you know what I mean? Something that's just whatever.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a sneaky sign or something.
I don't know.
Because imagine being a rub and tug guy and going to a Thai massage in a foreign place, and then they don't do it. You'd be heartbroken.
Yeah. You guys invented it. What the fuck is this?
You're not going to jerk me off? They're like, no, so you need to leave. And it's like, what the fuck, dude?
This is remedial massage.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't even have a fucking kink in my back. I got a kink in my dick and I need it rubbed out as soon as possible.
Yeah, I need the Morton serviced. What are we doing here?
Yeah, they're out there, bro.
Yeah. Shout out rub and tugs too. Fucking
If you're a rub and tugger, give us hit the hotline. Let us know.
dial it. Yeah, there would be. Yeah, actually, if
someone should review them. They should go to everyone down Maitland Road there.
Like to choose.
Score them out of 10.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, we just said
that'd be good content.
We just said content is anything. So like, I reckon
that would hit. That would hit for sure.
I reckon we need to find the most repulsive bloke that we can find. Maybe one of the boys from...
I got like 5 dudes come straight to the front of my mind. I know, yeah. I can think of 5 of my mates immediately that would... Yeah. I could just get them on the way out with a mic and be like, take me through it.
Yeah.
What do you score?
Imagine that, like a post-game, like... You know how like athletes come off and it's always the worst, like at halftime, they're just like, so Latrell, big first half, what's going on? He's like, yeah, man, the boys fucking dug in.
Yeah, but we did it after boxing, mate. It's fucked. Oh, it actually was eye-opening for me.
So stupid that they do that. Like, Blake Griffin had a joke and he's like, everyone who thinks athletes are dumb, he's like, do 50 push-ups right now and I'll just ask you a series of questions and see how much oxygen's in your brain to answer these dumb questions.
It's insane.
So fair.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but the rub and tug, I imagine it would be like Portnoy with the pizza reviews too, because as you can tell, because he releases them daily, but he films them all on the same day. So you can tell when he's done a review, when he's already had like five pizzas. So it would be difficult for if it was like the 5th stop on the rub and tug tour. You're obviously you're gonna be fucking
have work cut out
you're gonna be worn out.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be tough to score him. Sometimes he gets a really good pizza, but he's already had like 5 slices, so it might not get
the first one always hits the best.
Kinda, if he's hungry.
Yeah.
So like it would be different with the first pull of the day as opposed to like 5 or 6 is gonna could be a really good rub and tug, but maybe not gonna get there.
You'd be shooting out powdered milk at that point. You know?
Oh yeah.
It might have to be a weekly operation.
You maybe go 1 a week, kind of like I am with the chews at the moment.
All right, well, if there is any listeners out there that want to partake in
there's a fucking army of them, bro.
Everyone's like, I should be making content out of this.
I've got a podcast, but I don't have any listeners, so I say that, but nothing ever happens. So you boys actually have listeners.
There'll be some rub and tug connoisseurs listening.
Go tell Brad Sunday service about your rub and tug fucking experience.
Slide into the DMs, boys. They're always open.
The rub and tug show.
Because they're like those rub and tugs that like you see, like their opening hours are from like 9 in the morning till 9 at night.
Yeah.
It's like no one's like that's a surefire way you're fucking jerking dudes off in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
funny concept.
What an insane fucking
funny concept, though, isn't it?
It's the most insane
because like if you think about like what the Thais, like they're a beautiful culture, but what they've brought specifically to Australia that I can speak of is Thai food and rub and tugs.
Beef musselman, and chicken
people.
pad Thai,
red Thai curry
and doodle massages
and fucking the best rub and tug you've ever had in your life.
Huge respect. I mean, if they always talk about, if you're going to come to the country, you got to bring something to the table.
Bring a talent.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
You can cook me awesome food and jerk me off better than myself. I'm sold.
You can stay. Visa approved.
Yeah, so if there's any listeners that also want to go on a trip to Thailand, let me know.
Yeah, strictly for research.
That's fucking hilarious, boys.
Fuck yeah. Speaking of food, I got to chew. We do the choose every week. Obviously brought to you by our very close personal friend Phil from PK Mortgages each and every week. I had pies this week, Bradley.
Something different.
Try and guess the score. So Gabe tries to guess the score every week.
Yeah.
Try and get as close as you can. Play along at home too.
Guys, it's chew time. Welcome. Hair looking immaculate. Drover's Barbershop, Brunker Road, Adamstown.
Sneaky shit out.
Great work.
How much did they
Lovely
pay
work,
for that
so
one?
Freebie.
Please do something about this hairline. It's a miserable Saturday morning. It's pie weather. We're chewing some pies this morning. Bakery has been recommended to me multiple times. Farrett and Sons Bakehouse. It is
Mayfield.
Just behind Aldi there on Maitland Road in Mayfield, just across from the Woolies.
Perfect segue.
Huge selection of very, very good looking pies. One in particular was recommended to me. I think this is it. I did get a couple. The cheese and beef cheese and jalapeno.
Ooh.
Looks fucking absolutely sensational. Oh, excuse me. Sensational colour on the crust. Fucking have a go at that thing. Looks really, really good. Rock solid. Nice bit of weight. Not the heaviest pie I've ever had in the mitts, but not a bad little bit of weight to it. Let's get stuck in, see what all the fuss is about.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, the crunch.
No, I fucked up. That's the cheese and bacon one that I got. Let's do the jalapeno because I wanted to do that one. That is good. Let's try this jalapeno sucker. Same deal. Really, really good colour on the crust. Great lid. No soggy ass. Let's
It
check.
looks sturdy.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's really good. Nice thick gravy. Beautiful tang from the jalapenos in there.
I'm going to go a 7.6.
I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna go 8,
Gravy stick.
5.
Good chunks of beef. Plenty of cheese. Really, really nice flavour from the jalapenos. Nice little bit of kick to it.
8-3.
That's a good pie. That's a really good pie. Is it as good as the Pie Mechanic? No. Is it playing in the same league? Yeah, it probably is. It's really good.
Yeah, these pies are
we're not up there. I think Pie Mechanic's probably a low 9. We're not that high. That being said, this is a fucking really, really good pie. 8.6. That's a fucking good pie. That's a very respectable score. You can eat those pies every day. Nothing wrong with that at all.
You said 8.5.
Yeah, damn it. I was
Yeah.
sucking
You
my
were,
guns.
you were fucking close there.
Fucking good pie, man.
Dude.
Do you know something that I got off that was unique? The fucking lid had this crunch to it. You would have heard it there.
sounded
Yeah.
crunchy.
Bro, but it was like, I don't know if there's like, I'm not obviously not a pie fucking expert. It must be like a single layer of something going on top because it just had this beautiful crunch. But then it was a beautiful soft pastry under it. But the top layer just had this fucking weapon crunch to it. But it wasn't not like a stale pie or anything. Just like a beautiful, just through the top of it. It was very good. It was
fucking grouse.
really, really good. A few people fucking told me to go there. Didn't get my usual because normally if I do bakeries, it's pepper steak pie.
Yeah.
It's a cheese and bacon sausage roll. But I mixed it up. I was feeling naughty.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting 3 pies. So they were all great.
I had a curry pie from there the other day, and it was fucking premium.
Really good.
I tell you one thing you pointed out: no soggy ass.
Yeah.
If
That
a
looks
pie
dirty.
has a soggy ass, fuck, that grinds my gears, and you got to fucking maneuver the little foil tray to try eat it properly.
The other big thing's temp. I don't want it too hot that I can't deny it because it's like you want to fucking just get stuck into it.
Yeah.
When they're like too hot,
Yeah.
and you've got to like wait for it to cool down or like take the lid off and let it like just fuck around with it. That was they were fucking perfect, like hot enough to like be hot, but you could just drill the whole thing without
Yeah.
burning your mouth or blowing on it. It was a fucking great experience.
I had a pie like from Stocko one time, and it was like fresh out of the oven there, lukewarm on the inside.
Oh, that's
Rank.
upsetting.
It made me very upset.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
I was like, fuck, if I wasn't such a fat cunt, I'd throw this at someone
But
else.
I'm
Disgusting.
going to eat it.
But I'm going to eat it.
Begrudgingly.
But I've held on to that for 6 months and just haven't gone back.
Yeah, I got a mate of mine very quick to put the red pen through. Like, and that's not a small thing. Like a cold pie is not a small thing, but like a good mate of mine's very, very like one small indiscretion from anywhere we eat, and he red pens them. And it's like, yeah, we'll go here for brekkie. He's like, I'm not going. We can't go.
Yeah.
Like if he gets a fucking flat white and he ordered a latte, he's like,
Oh, fuck that guy.
yeah, he's
That guy.
he's like brutal, like red pens joints very quickly.
The last place that got red penned in my household, it's still got a green tick of approval from me, but absolute red pen. My missus will never go back. We stopped in and got some Guzman y Gomez. Have you guys tried the Guzzies?
I love Guzzi.
He froths
Yeah,
it.
Guzzi's not bad. And it's
convenient.
So I go in there, I order a chicken burrito, and then I go, can I get like a vegetarian one, just like a bean burrito? She's like, yep, sweet, all good. Go out to the car. I'm eating mine. I'm like, this is good. How's yours, babe? And she's like, yeah, it's all right. And like has a few more bites. And she's just like, brother, like, this is just beans.
That's what you ordered, cunt.
Like a vegetarian bean burrito. So like then I've looked at the docket. She's just put a chicken burrito through and then removed everything else apart from the beans. And I was like, imagine the workers in the back. They would have been like, what kind of sick fuck?
Yeah.
They just glance out and see my bucket ass like, this guy's a fucking disgrace.
Pervert. Get him out of here.
Wrap full of beans.
Get him out of here. Yeah, the bride, we went to brekkie one morning. She's like, I just feel like toast. She ordered like sourdough toast with some mushrooms. Got it. It looked terrible. It was obviously terrible. It was sourdough toast and mushrooms. I got like a sick fucking big brekkie.
Yeah.
And then she's like whinging that her brekkie. I was like, yeah, it's what you ordered.
Yeah.
Did she pinch some? Did you have to give her any? Or did you tell her where to shove it?
I don't think so, no. I was like, well, yeah, you made your bed, sleep in it.
It is a funny one, like, because I've worked at a cafe and there used to be a bloke that would come in every day and he'd get Vegemite on toast and like strong flat white.
You can have that at home.
And I was like, yeah, dude, like the coffee I can justify if you want to treat yourself to a coffee. But like if you're getting Vegemite on toast, and there's like a sacred art to your Vegemite on toast because like you like it the way you like it. Like
Vegemite specifically is like very personal preference.
Your butter to Vegemite ratio is unique to you as a fingerprint.
Oh, exactly. I reckon every person in the country has a different ratio.
Yeah.
That they like. No two people like their Vegemite and toast the same.
No, it's
100%.
Yeah, dude.
No, 100%.
We're onto something. Like, yeah, if you made me Vegemite on toast, I'd be like, this guy's fucking out off his head.
Yeah. Like we could make it for each other and we'd put them down. We'd both think differently of each other immediately.
Yeah.
Go, oh, I didn't think you were like that.
I thought this guy was a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm having second thoughts.
I think Brad might be a pedophile the way he makes his fucking Vegemite on toast. I think completely differently of him.
Way too much butter on there.
Yeah. It's fucking. I'm not a huge Vegemite guy, but yeah, it's fucking going out. Look, going out to eat. You got to get something you can't have at home.
You got to get warm food fucking off the bat, I reckon. You can't go out and order something fucking like
I hate eating
toast.
cold food in general, man.
Toast is generally warm.
Yeah, I guess that's close enough.
But yeah, like things you can't easily make at home.
Yeah.
Like I'm even hesitant with pasta meals when I go out because I'm like, well, I can like not identical, but I can fucking pasta's pretty easy to
I'll
make.
treat myself to a pasta meal, but it's never first front of mind.
Yeah, you got to analyze the rest of the menu. Yeah. I'm the same. I went and had I had some steak for lunch today.
Oh, nice.
And I think we need to pay like pub chefs a little bit more just to kind of give 1/10 of a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't give a fuck if I was them, to be fair.
Nah. When was the last time you went and got like a pub steak and they nailed it like how you like it?
Yeah.
If I'm going for steak,
it very rarely happens.
I'm specifically going for steak, I'll go to a nice steak joint. Like if I'm going for steak and I've got steak on the mind, I'll like Chop House at West or like somewhere that is renowned, like at Burwood before it burned down, somewhere that's like known for steak.
Yeah.
I think ordering a rump, I mean, you could get lucky, but ordering just a rump off a pub menus, you're fucking taking your chances there, bro. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, even if you get like a solid ribeye or something, you've got to go to a place that cares.
Like a steak place, a steak place. That's I didn't realize. I recently learned on a trip to Sydney how much you can fucking spend on a piece of steak.
It's outrageous.
Because it was my birthday. I was like, I'm going to treat myself, and then we started looking at nice steakhouses around Sydney. And I was like, I don't want to treat myself anymore. There was cuts. You could get like A5 grade Wagyu, T-bones. You could spend like $900 on a steak. I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could do that.
What about the cunts that put gold flakes in it and shit? You're like,
Salt Bay, yeah.
It's
What are you
just
doing,
a flex.
cunt? Yeah.
It's just a flex.
I had a great one in. There's a place called Perry's Steakhouse in Austin. Did you go there?
I did not.
Fuck, man! Like this steak was like it was a bit buttery and a bit salty. Like I don't know how they cooked it, but you could literally just cut it with a spoon.
Fuck yeah.
It was cooked to perfection. Me and my mate were just jacking each other off.
Did you go to Terry Black's when you were in Austin?
Yeah.
Fuck, how good's that joint?
Oh, dude.
Holy fuck, man.
We had no idea like how to do it. Like have you heard of Terry Black's?
I have heard of it. Yeah, never been.
It's kind of confusing. Like,
if you're not,
is it like a cafeteria kind of looking joint?
Like, and you get like a tray, and then like you'll say like I have brisket and XYZ, and these are the sides that I want. But like
you just order by
a really
weight.
nice prison.
Yeah,
it's hard. You order by weight, so they've just got the menus there, and it's just like brisket is this much per pound. And you're like, well, how much? I don't know what a pound
Is
of
it
brisket
like a
looks
lady
like.
in a fucking hairnet just like chucking it on your
Nah,
fucking
it's
tray?
fucking
Or?
cool dudes like getting it out of the
Tattoos.
heaters and fucking cutting it for you, and like, and they're
Yeah.
like, is that all right? It's different. It's quite daunting.
Yeah.
like if you're not
That would give someone some anxiety. Like it used to give me anxiety going up to the deli at Woolies. Like it sounds like a similar experience. If you're new to that environment, you're not going to know what to
getting
do.
food by weight is difficult because I've fucked it up so many times getting like ham for lunches, and I'll be like, well, it's fucking $20 a kilo. I'll get 700 grams, and then you get it and you're like, oh, I'm never going to eat that much ham. It's like fucking, you're like, I don't need 700 grams. And then you try and order by the gram and you're like, I'll get 100 grams, and you get like fucking 3 pieces of ham. You're like, well, how the fuck do I order this shit?
I eyeball them. I go like, just grab like roughly a handful.
Get a handful,
That's
yeah.
what I hit them with.
Yeah.
Grab a handful.
Yeah.
And then, it doesn't matter about weight because, like, some people are like, I said 250 grams and there's 245.
I always try and make a
Some
point to let them
60-year-old
know
cunt.
that it's like whatever they do is fine.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'll get 300 grams. They're like, there's 400 on there. I'm like, that's so
I
fine.
start like picking
Yeah.
bits out. I'm like, just leave it.
yeah,
Just
you
fucking-
get like
it's
these
so
dickheads
chill.
that are like, ah.
Don't create more work for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were doing homemade pizzas and my missus is vegetarian. Don't hold it against her. But I was like, fuck, we don't have many like ingredients. So I went down the shops and I was like, I just want like 3 slices of like off the bone ham. Bro, 3 slices was $7.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, oh, dude, because a lot of people like we've ripped on like Woolworths and Coles have copped such heat about being price gouging cunts.
You're in the right podcast.
And IGA, I'm here to put you cunts on blast because you've snuck under the radar for fucking way too long, man. IGA's been price gouging cunts since the fucking 90s, and the only reason people go there is because occasionally one of you cunts is open on Christmas Day to sell a bit of piss.
Yeah.
They always gouge their price. They're the most expensive
They're the
cunts
smallest
to go to.
big guy. That's why they slip under the radar.
Yeah.
So my only experience with an IGA in recent memory was a really positive one. There's IGA in Merriweather. Have you been there for a roast beef and gravy roll? Bro.
No.
So
No, I think they smell the Stockton on me and they like
no,
hush
get out.
me out of here. Yeah.
Leave immediately.
Yeah.
So I went in there for smoker. I was desperate, and I was like, "Oh, there's a deli." And then at the deli, there was signs that said you could get like they did roast beef, roast chicken, or roast pork and gravy rolls.
Yeah.
$6.50. And I was like, "Well, $6.50. It's gonna be small. I'll get 2." I couldn't finish the first one. It came on a long roll.
Yeah.
Split, piled to the fucking moon with meat, and then drowning in gravy. $6.50.
That's a steal.
It was fucking unbelievable.
Dude.
I got
We
2
got
of these things. I was like, oh, I'm not even.
information here.
Second one's not going to get a look in. Yeah, it was absurd. I don't know how they must be doing them at a loss.
How long ago was that?
Fucking 4 weeks.
Like this year. Fuck,
Yeah.
true.
Because yeah,
absurd feed for $6.50.
And
seen
all right.
Great.
True.
Yeah.
I've seen some in IGAs like where someone had got one and it had just sat in the bain-marie.
Yeah.
So they'd pre-made them and they just sat in the bain-marie. The guy pulls it out. It's a soggy bun.
Fuck a soggy
with
bun,
fucking
bro.
soggy gravy and meat all through it. I was like, oh, that looks horrible. But a roast meat gravy roll.
It's that time of year too.
Oh, fuck. It doesn't get much better.
Do you remember are you old enough to remember when Macca's had the burgers locked and loaded? So
Yeah.
before they made everything fresh, they just had a rack with like 10 Big Macs, 10 quarter pounders, 10 McChickens, 10 cheeseburgers, and you would order one and they would just go, bang, there it is, and just get it straight off the racks. They would just make them and sit them there until they got ordered.
Well,
And obviously that wasn't right. They did that for forever.
Bro, one of the old rorts that we used to do is I had some friends that worked in Macca's and you'd go and you'd pay for like a quarter pounder meal or something like that. And so say it's us 3. And they just grab the family bag and they just go and would just grab absolutely everything off there, and you'd pay like $5 or whatever, and then you'd bounce and
We
all the boys would be
steal
sorted.
it. We used to just steal it at the end of the night. So King Street, like, because it would be super busy on a Sunday night because everyone would just pour out of the King Street Hotel. I've told this story before, but
Yeah.
And people would just be, there would just be carnage. You'd get an order, you get your ticket, and you go and wait over there, and there'd be like 50 people.
Yeah.
So they would call a number out, and then you just
just walk
wait.
up.
Well, you just wait because if they didn't get it immediately,
You give them their shot.
You give them a shot, and then so it'd be like 51, and you wait like 3 or 4 seconds. They're obviously chin wagging or in the toilet or whatever. So if they called it a second time, and then go and get it, and then just walk away with someone else's food. I got chased down once. I did have to stop eventually. I got chased.
I think I did hear this
Yeah,
actually
I
on the
got- I got
podcast.
a guard
You got
chased
a
me
good
down.
run in though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, he chased me all the way to number 2 sports ground. I thought I beat him, and then he come around the corner and he goes, you got to come back with me. I was like, fuck off. I was like, I'll give you the food and you go away and I'll go away. And he goes, yeah, right. And that was the last time I did it. But we did it for years.
He probably just took the Maccas and went and ate it himself.
Yeah.
He's like, couldn't find
He got
it.
away.
That's what I said. Couldn't get him, bro.
Yeah, we did it for the longest
was
time.
quick.
None of us had any money. So we were just like, you spend it all on UDLs at King Street and then go and steal food and go home.
What was
awesome.
what was your UDL of choice?
Passion fruit.
I loved the green apples.
Green apple, yeah, fucking oath, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, green apple and passion fruit.
Did you?
yeah.
Did you?
I never
were
got into the
around?
UDLs, eh?
Are
They were
thing?
there.
I don't know. One of the boys called them ultra dank liquids. I was like, that's awesome.
That's
Ultra
funny.
dank
That
liquids?
makes me want
Well,
them.
I was like, what does it stand for? He goes, ultra dank liquid. I was like, fucking oath.
Fuck yeah.
If it's ultra dank.
They
Yeah.
need to change it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. What does UDL stand for? I don't even know.
During
Now
my
you
come
know.
up, everyone switched on to the Smirnoffs. They're like double
double
blacks.
blacks?
Yeah, that's what everyone was pumping when I was first getting into the scene.
Yeah, we when Bluey was talking about Trash Thursday, like they were like a weapon of choice, and you just
Yeah.
put like a little bit of red cordial in them.
Yep.
And then one of my mates clued me on to having a sip and then getting them to put a shot of peach snaps in there. So like, yeah, dude. So then you were getting like, you know, your 2 standard drinks from the double black, and however much a shot of peach snaps is, it's not overly strong, but
Just that flavour.
you just fucking pound those into the dirt. I don't think I could drink one now, but
No, fucking the sugar.
it'd ruin you.
Would it be illegal to sell a drink for $2 now?
Yeah,
Like,
BRSA.
you just couldn't do it, could
Yeah,
you?
I don't know. We've clamped down on so much. Like I reckon sports betting ads in the next 5 years
It'd be like
will
smoking.
be gone.
It'd be like smoking.
Yeah.
I think they were on the radio. They were never allowed on the radio. Now they're like every second ad's like Bluebird or fucking Tab. It'll be like smoking.
And it was like remember the great fucking beer ads that we used to have
Yeah.
back in the
It's
day?
a big
Yes,
ad.
Yeah.
that was the first one that came
Best
to my
ad.
mind. Like
Yeah.
you hardly see them anymore. Do you remember the Hahn Premium Light? Where there's like a 10 just in like a bodysuit on the beanbag, and the guy jumps off the balcony and like shoots
Launches
her in the
up.
pool, then cracks the beer and goes bang and just drinks it. Like,
Oh, beer ads are still humming, but they're just not as funny anymore.
Yeah.
Like you've got some Asian dude doing Carlton Dry, they're doing like karate. VB still sticking to their roots. It's like he's a fucking guy working his ass
one
off.
of my cousins was on a VB ad
Awesome.
recently.
Is he a poser? Or like does he
No,
work his ass off?
No, he works his ass off. He's
Yeah.
he's an arbitrist. Have you seen the ad where it's just like
I wanna
this
be an
man is a
arbitrist.
tree surgeon and like hits
Yeah.
like it's precision, and he cuts it and it falls down in between like the shed and the house.
Yeah,
the big
yeah.
tree cut. Yeah, that's my cousin
Sick.
who cut it,
Sick.
and he was just like he was super excited. So like had to practice like drinking VBs and stuff, but drinks them all the time anyway. So
I'm
like,
practicing.
yeah, like we brought home like 2 cases. His missus like,
His
"What are you-"
marriage is falling apart.
Yeah,
I
his
need
missus is
this
like,
role.
What are you doing? And he's like, I need to fucking practice my VB drinking for the ad.
Fucking practicing.
He goes, the worst part was like during filming, because everything's fucking like hoity-toity over there. They were feeding him Carlton Zeros in the VB bottle.
Oh no, so you
and
couldn't
he's
drink.
just like,
Yeah.
fuck, this isn't cricket.
Yeah, I learned that the Steel City ad we did. I was
True.
drinking piss all day, assuming it was Steel City. It was just an old new keg. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Steel City a bust now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but,
dude, like how the fuck did they go bust? You've got Matty Johns as an ambassador.
Yeah, it's a fucking saturated market though. I think. Like,
Saturated. He
yeah.
wasn't promoting it really. He just kind of was ambassading the ads. Like,
Like
he has a podcast. He has a Matty John show. You think they'd get on board there if he gave a fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy that like
They could have sponsored this pod.
Yeah, I think.
That's where they fucked up.
Yeah, I think the thing with too, it's not that easy for him to just go on Fox Sports and promote things like that's
Nah,
worth
fuck
so
no.
much money.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like I can't just go on and be like, hey, buy Steel City. Like I think it's worth so much for VB to be on
Yeah.
there, and then they've got like VB already.
oh, they
like,
true have that VB. thing.
Yeah.
and then all the overheads that microbreweries and stuff have now.
crazy.
It's fucking
The beer,
intense.
the
like-
beer excise tax, like
Yeah.
selling piss is a fucking tough game.
there's a massive tax on it where like there was a great guy who does like a breakdown of it online. I can't remember his name, but he's like, he broke down all the different taxes that they have to pay, and he's like, so this is how much money that they typically make.
fuck all.
They make like $3.50
Yeah.
from a fucking
And-
case.
Yeah, and the schooner's still worth fucking like you still got to pay $8, $9 for a schooner.
They can't pour them properly. Don't get me started, Blue. Don't get me started, Blue.
fuck, man.
I got a 3-pour the other day, but
Respect.
I was
Where
fucking
at?
very happy at the Stockton Bowling Club. I complimented the young lady. I went, you fucking 3-poured.
Respect.
The last 3-pour I had after that, I was in a place called Gunnedah.
I know Gunnedah.
I know Gunny. I know Gunny.
Went out there, and this young lady gave me a 3-pour, and
Rural, mate.
it was like the ultimate fantasy of just like, You know when you see like a small town 6, but in that small town she's an 8.
She's the hottest chick in town.
And you're like, I can save you.
That's
dude.
right.
Like,
Right.
Come to the bright lights of Stockton.
yeah, like fucking move out of here, Dad.
I'm from the big
It's only a
smoke.
ferry ride across from
Yeah.
Newcastle.
It's nice and quiet.
You big city slicker. Corporate city
I was
slicker.
like, what are you doing around here? Fucking riding quad bikes and fucking picking corn?
Come
Fuck
with
that.
me. I'll save you.
Yeah, so I complimented her on a 3-4. She said that I think her dad and granddad owned the pub, so I think it was like a family business. And she's
Yeah.
like, if I did
You would have loved
anything
that even
less-
more now.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, if I did anything less than a 3-4, I would have been shot.
Should be beaten.
Yeah, but I know there was one listener that took quite exception to my 3-4.
Yeah. It was
He was very upset. Well, fuck you, cunt. What are you doing, bro? Driving to work? You fucking
Daily Blue Week, man.
beautiful. Hey, should we do some dial-ins?
Yeah,
Let's
we
do some
can.
dial-ins,
Speaking
man.
of our listeners,
I might take a quick piss.
go for a pee,
Yeah,
bro.
you
Come
go
back and we'll
for
do
it
some
too.
dial-ins. Guys, it's time. We're back. Everyone's pissed. Everyone's ready to go. Time for the Daily Blue dial-ins. As you know, if you would like to get involved, you just fucking go to mine and Gabe's Instagram profiles, Gabe X Thomas, Daily Blue News. There is a link there. Fucking hell. There's a link there. You just hit it. It says dial into Daily Blue Weekly. Just fucking leave us a voicemail. Give us a piece of your mind. Yeah, it's that simple. It's that fucking simple. Just like these guys have. Let it rip, Gabo.
Coming in from STI Joe.
Freaks back.
Great name.
Bluey, Gabe,
And Brad.
Gabe, Bluey.
And Brad.
It's the STI Joe. I'm fucking back. Right, no more singing because I can't sing for fucking shit. Sing with me. Fucking spastic. I'm fucking back, boys. Sorry for being fucking MIA.
Chlamydia got him.
In off the back of the last couple. I think it's 51, 52. Actually, first of all, congrats on raising the bat. Now just get the 100 and take that helmet off your dogs. Just off the last couple pods, just a massive shout out to you boys and everyone that's been ringing up, talking about the mental health and whatnot. It's, obviously something massive that needs to be spoken about a lot more than it is. And you boys speaking about it's probably going to help a lot of people. And coming from experience, just to anyone out there that is struggling a little bit or is sort of a bit worried about talking, I'm not going to sit here and go, it's fucking easy as do it, because I tell you what, that first conversation is probably the hardest thing you'll fucking ever have to do. But, once you get that first conversation done, it's a massive weight off your shoulders, and it is a lot easier than just to sort of speak a bit more open about how you're feeling and what's going on and whatnot. So, speak to your mates, tell them you love them, and check up on your mates and whatnot. You never know could be the happiest kind of life.
STI Joe's round time.
I think he's back in the next one. I think it's a 2-parter. I believe he dialed back in.
Righto. But, good point, STI Joe. And love you, boys. Love you, STI Joe.
Yeah, bro. You're 100% correct. First one's always the worst one. And then once you it's like ripping the Band-Aid off. I'm very happy just telling people I'm fucking sad now.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. I don't know, fucking, I'm pretty miserable at the moment.
Yeah, Bluey bailed me out for fucking 3 hours at the live show. I was like, mate, settle down.
One of the great trauma dumps.
Jesus.
Also, as well, if you don't want to talk, there's plenty of apps as well, such as BetterHelp and people online. You can text if you don't feel comfortable talking. So there is other alternatives for you guys to get help.
Yeah.
great, yeah.
Professional help's crazy because it is like talking to your mates is really good and it's like a really good first step. Talking to professionals is really eye-opening because
I really want to do it.
Well, do it. You should, and not just like you don't have to be sad to do it. Because they know how the human brain works, and like you'll learn things, and they'll point out patterns in your behavior. You're like,
even just like stress and stuff. You know what I mean?
It's really great. I think I couldn't recommend it enough. I think everyone should do it at some stage. You don't have to wait till it gets to breaking point, but obviously, if it is at that stage for you, couldn't recommend it enough. But yeah, talking to your mates, really, really good first step. STI Joe, he's back anyway.
Yeah, he's back. This is the end of it for him.
Fucking dog! Come on! It's fair. Probably dribbling a bit of shit. Speak to your mates and shit. Fucking love them, all that goodness.
Speak to your mates and
Now, Bluey, you poor bastard. Speaking about these cold sweats you get, bruh.
Yeah.
Don't want to alarm you or whatnot.
Here we go.
But, shut up, cunt. But, I was getting them for a while. Didn't want to go to the doc. I hate going to the doc. Old girl finally convinced me to go. Went and got some bloods done. I then ended up getting real crook. sort of that week I went to the doctor and that.
Spirit
Yeah, ended up in hospital for about 3 nights with kidney failure.
Oh.
Yeah, so Bluey's fucked, everyone. And see you next time. Bye.
On the STI Joe.
STI Joe, great return, brother. Great to have you back with the diagnosis of my impending death. Thank you.
You feeling healthier, Blue?
Yeah, the sweats have stopped. I sort of called it at the time. I was like, it's this fucking electric blanket. And then the bride went away on the weekend. She went and seen her sister in Wollongong. The sweat stopped because there was no fucking electric blanket on. So I don't know if it was a combination of the sinus infection and then it's just cranking the blanket. I wasn't like cold sweats. I wasn't sick or anything. I was just waking up covered in sweat.
It was a sweaty mess.
I was just a fucking fat sweaty mess. So yeah, I appreciate it. I do love when people ring up and diagnose too. I mean, Dr. Chase hasn't been on for a while. The good doctor.
Yeah,
Good doctor.
come over from the Sunday service.
Yeah.
He's fucking off the grid, mate.
I'll reach out to him. I still speak to Chase every now and then.
Yeah, good. We need some diagnosis.
He's a great
from him.
lad. I love Chase.
Yeah.
And we need him to figure out if Bluey has autism.
Oh, I already know.
I don't think we need Chase for that.
I don't need a fucking professional diagnosis on that one. I reckon I can fucking nail that myself.
I still want one. Right, coming from the Ranger.
Boys, it's a Ranger here. Got a little rort for you. You know, when you're leaving a shopping centre and they have the boom gates, they try and charge you for parking. Well, just drive up to the gate, press the help button, and then bloke on the other end or Sheila on the other end answers and goes, "Oh yeah, just need to pay for your parking." And I go, "No, I've only been here for an hour." And they go, "Oh, the plate thing says you've been here for longer." I'm like, "No, only been here an hour." And they go, "Oh, righto." They can't be bothered arguing. They don't get paid enough for that shit, so they just let you through. Haven't had to pay for parking since. Works a treat. Anyway, the other thing I was going to ask, at what point does theft or fraud become a rort? Because basically all rorts are some form of fraud or theft. So how big of a company does it have to be to become just a good old-fashioned rort instead of just petty crime? So, let me know. Anyway, fuck a lot of you.
Very topical, Ranger. Yeah, we're talking about this. Were the mics on when we were talking about this? I can't remember.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, for me, there's got to be a little bit of creativity. Like you can't just be like, yeah, I'm putting shit in my pocket and walking out the front door of Woolies. And then the other thing is they do have to be a big mob. Like you can't be, I don't think you can be stealing from, say, your pizza mate in Canberra. I don't think that's a rort. You just, but, and then, I mean, there's got to be an element of like either creativity or like, you know, like not just as simple as thieving or lying, for instance.
Yeah,
like that's
just taking advantage of someone who's not getting paid enough.
Yeah.
It
Like
just can't be fucked.
a little bit of craftiness in a rort, I think is essential for me. What about you boys? What do you think?
It's got to have a Robin Hood kind of nature to it, I feel. You know, you're taking from the big.
Yeah, rich to poor.
Yeah, I echo that sentiment. And I think what you guys might need to do on just like your Instagram page or even in the Facebook group is just have a definition of a rort.
Maybe like a checklist.
And just have it fucking pinned there.
Yeah.
So everyone who's listening can just be like, all right, I can go through the checklist of what is a rort.
Like a
and what's
flow
petty
chart
crime.
that's like, are they a big company? Yes, no. Like one of those flow charts. Where you're like,
Someone make that. We're not going to make it. Newsroom. I don't know. I was almost going to just
We'll give you a free gift from Soulcat Designs.
if you make that flow chart for us.
There's none here, but
I'll figure something out.
Soulcat will look after you.
Yeah, the rort flow chart. Yeah, or just like a simple, like an infographic or something to sort of help clarify. That would be on brand content. Something that we should
Get creative.
Yeah, is it creative?
Yeah,
taken from the rich. On to the next dial-in, coming from regular on the show, Rusty Tonsils.
His day starts with a diary and ends with a line. He takes videos of him eating and he posts it online for me to see. And he gets sick of me, look in his eye. It kind of scares me the way that he bends all night.
It is
we had this one before?
It sounds familiar.
We've had this one
5 days ago. 310.
Beautiful, pale skin. He's got fuck all melanin. The way that he dances gives the rest of us chances, and he wears his hobbyist tee. Yeah, he's crazy. It's a Daily Blue Weekly.
Fucking oath.
I think maybe that was a response to the challenge. Remember when someone threw out the challenge? for
Maybe.
Who could do it better?
That was fucking very
The
good.
gibberer last week that called up and said that I stole his song. I didn't know Luke Combs was a fucking listener of the Daily Blue Weekly. And get that right up your rusty tonsils out.
The battle of fucking beautiful crazy.
Love that RT. Thank you, brother. That was fucking silky. That was fucking nice.
Dude, I just had to tuck my dick into my waistband. That was very erotic.
Yeah, it's fucking. We get a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of fucking good shit like that.
Yeah, Gabe almost slipped off his chair.
Yeah, it's good. It's
That was
fucking
a
real
pussy
good.
joke for you, Gabe.
Okay.
You have a pussy.
That's the end of the fucking podcast.
You have a vagina.
Brad said the F word earlier. So everyone knows.
Friends and fuck.
Boys, Dildo here. Got a bit of a fucking peeve today. Driving home from work and fucking people, not just any kind of people, the fuckwits that drive in the right lane doing 10Ks under the fucking speed limit or do the fucking speed limit in the right lane. The right lane is for cunts that want to do 120, 130 on the freeway
The crime
get
lane.
the fuck home. Now, I had a fucking shit-house day at work.
Yeah.
All I want to do is just get home, and I got cunts in front of me doing under the speed limit in the right lane.
Yeah, nah.
Fucking hell, that pisses me off. Don't know about you boys, but fucking hell. Anyway, have a good weekend, boys, and R.I.P. Hansel.
R.I.P. Hansel.
R.I.P. Hansel. Yeah, it is. I love when people ring up like they've been wronged and they get on and
They're
there's
still
that much
feeling it.
there's that much fire in the belly.
Yeah.
You get it a lot with the traffic ones. People get wronged and when they get home they're like, I got to fucking get this out, which is great. It's a very healthy thing to do. Ring us and vent. I'm not a big.
That
like,
shit doesn't bother me as much as it does everyone else.
I don't drive real quick. I'm happy to sit in the left lane until I'm overtaken. I get it if you're stinging to get home, but I'm not. I'll get home when I get home.
What do you think, Brad?
I used to when I was a young man, I used to have a SV6 Holden Ute that I used to love, cruising and nothing crazy. But I
Were you a hoon or not?
Nah. I think burnouts are fucking pretty gay, to be honest. And I grew up in Canberra where summer nats was celebrated by some people. But yeah, I lost my license on a double demerits long weekend for doing 10Ks over. And fucking not being able to drive for 3 months fucked me off. And so I just never speed. I'm a left-hand lane kind of cruiser because I can't afford to lose my license or pay fines. So
Yeah, I've never had a speeding fine.
but I know that exact feeling of when you're just I want to get home. I want to have a beer. I want to fuck the footy's on or something. And there's just some cunt sitting there and you're like, if you rammed off the side of the road and hit a light pole, I would not stop to check if you're okay. I'm continuing on my journey.
I would smile a bit, actually.
Yeah. I'd go home and have an imagination wank to that, I can understand where this guy's coming from, but it's also very funny to be in the left-hand lane and someone in the right-hand lane's doing the same speed as you. And there's a cunt behind him just clearly raging.
Yeah, you just see him gripping it with all their fucking might.
If you just keep up so they can't just duck in and out of way.
Fucking up their day more.
Yeah.
That is really funny, actually. I don't mind that.
Bit of road rage.
From Vaucluse Wanker. 313.
Good morning, Daily Blue. It's Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Just completed a 10K run in the torrential rain.
Love this cunt.
But during the run, I saw these 3 boys, I think 2 girls, jumpers, jeans, obviously came from a big night. Yeah. And I was like, fuck. Thank God I don't drink anymore because that feeling that they're feeling is the worst feeling. It was 6:30 a.m. They were probably a bag and a half deep. Anxious as fuck, and I'm feeling on top of the world, and people will hate me for not drinking, but I feel good every day, all day. So this is just a reminder that you don't need to drink. Obviously, if you want to drink, whatever, but you don't have to fit in.
Well said, mate.
Have fun, guys. See ya.
Respect the Vaucluse. I respect that. I respect the hell out
I
of
went
that.
for a run in the fucking pouring rain. Dave Goggins coming in for a fucking flex.
settle down,
Could have
Ned
said I went
Brockman.
for a fucking run. Like,
I like the arrogance. I like the arrogance, letting people know that you.
my shirt's off, my six pack's glistening.
What's the point in being better than everyone if you can't tell them? I respect the arrogance. I respect the hell out of the arrogance.
Love the arrogance, but
I respect the message too.
Love the arrogance. Could never hang out with the bloke, but
You're a
all I
fucking
do is
virgin
all I
pussy.
do is drink piss. Like, have you ever gone to a pub with someone and they don't drink? Like, my cousin's sober and we went to a pub after a gig last week and I was like, well, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to watch me drink.
It's
Like,
tough. I never stick around. If I'm off the sauce, I'm not there. I'm there for the bare minimum. If it's a birthday, I'm like, I'll say good day. It's like, you got 20 minutes and then I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah.
Like, it's very tough to, especially if people are saucing and you're not, it is tough to fucking hold those conversations.
I admire his discipline.
Yeah, respect.
It's fucking incredible.
I don't mind it because I like reminding myself that like I can be in, like hang out with my friends, not fucked up.
I struggle.
I hate them, actually.
I either got to be up it or I'm just at home drinking cups of tea. There's no fucking
The majority of my mates here are comics and they're all fucking
Drunks.
wild cunts anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just
Drunk
For
or
sure.
stoned.
For sure.
It was fucking hailing and I'm running and you fucking
I'm running
losers.
barefoot in a mankini, making the most of my Saturday.
Fuck yeah.
To be fair, you do look at those people and go like, I don't envy you, cunt, when you see them walking around.
Oh, the scat fried units.
Yeah.
Got some poo chat for you guys.
Is the same guy?
About time.
I was on the way to
From
the
Poo
gym
Boy.
after just having a triple shot coffee. I was farting all over the place, and then one fart sort of just came a bit too far and shat myself, and there was full poo everywhere. I had undies on, and so I got to the gym, walked in like nothing happened, obviously wiped my ass, standing, obviously, and then I
Fuck
just
off.
proceeded to put the undies inside
The bin?
the bin.
Yeah.
And
What
yeah,
else
just
you gonna
kept
do?
training and just went by my day and just left the undies in there. Is that a in or out?
That's play on for
Alright.
sure.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's play on for sure because like
Yeah.
that's a man about discipline.
Poo on.
Poo on,
Poo
son,
on.
boy.
Sorry, man, I cut him off.
No,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah, dude, because he still did the sesh. He's a man
Yeah,
of
I'm going
discipline.
home. I'm fucking going home if I shit myself.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, it depends. If you're like if you've got Anytime Fitness, they've got showers. They've got everything you need there.
Yeah, don't let a little thing like shitting your pants ruin your day. You still got stuff to do. I'm
What
not
are you,
gonna
a pussy, dude?
I'm gonna let something small like crapping my pants in public fucking stop me from doing what I got to do. I've got shit to do.
Exactly right.
Nah, I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Still
Oh,
just fucking
fucking oath.
took them off, cleaned myself up, and did the workout.
Fuck. But I know that after like 3 shots of coffee as well. Like fuck, it'll get you.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like. How do you have your coffees? Are you like a 3-shot kind of guy?
Yeah, flat white extra one.
Yeah.
That'd be 3, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I always get 3 shots, and then no matter like I'll get like fucking strong latte or strong cap, whatever it is. They always go, well, that's got 2 shots in it already. Do you want 3? It's like I need something that's not cocaine.
Yeah.
like, that can get me to a
Yeah.
fucking.
I ordered the extra shot because I wanted an extra shot.
I need it. Yeah,
the caffeine.
If you could inject this into my arm, that would be way better.
Yeah, the caffeine makes me. Yeah, I want the more caffeine, please. Yeah. I didn't stutter when I ordered it. I just
Yeah.
fucking make my
I
coffee.
don't want the explanation.
Yeah.
Give me what I fucking asked for, cunt. The bleach monkey.
Hey blokes, just listened to your latest episode. That Sheila who wanted her face tattooed on your belly in turn for her having your baby. Look, like you say, Bluey, the logic is sound. It's a bit left field, a bit out there, but it's sound, frustratingly enough. However, this fucking bullshit about a push present, a new fucking car or a new house, or the baby is your push present. Do you really want the fucking baby, cunt? Don't be coming around here being like, I'll have your baby if you buy me fucking this, and this. That's your baby too. You should also want a baby. I'm not going to fucking have a baby with you and then like, oh, the baby's crying and hungry and, wants some motherly affection. But no, you're too busy enjoying the new fucking car and house that I bought you, so I guess I'll just do it. No, your baby too. Anyway, Bluey, a few weeks ago you mentioned how you got sacked from a job and you were going to elaborate on the Patreon. You described the tale to be, and I quote, a good yarn.
Okay.
Yet myself and the good Patreon paying folks are standing before you yarnless. Ready to be fill us
That's
in
fair.
about details? That'd be great. Out.
You need to write shit down, bro. You forget shit all the time.
Yeah, I'm for goldfish, man.
I think it was
I know the yarn.
You know the yarn? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we do a Patreon every week, guys. If you would like to hear the story of how I got sacked,
I might tell it if I remember.
If I remember. Thanks for reminding me, Bleach Monkey. Yeah, I'll definitely try and get it out at some stage. Again, we won't record Patreon for like another 5 days, 6 days. So
No promises if that one's coming out.
there's a lot to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can still join up, and it's a lot of fun.
I will tell you. Dial in to the Patreon, Bleach Monkey.
Great idea.
And then, because we listen to the dialogues on the Patreon and remind me, and then I'll tell it then. I'm not telling the free pod. That's fucking.
Do you know the yarn he's talking about at the start?
Yeah,
Brad?
the push present, and
Yeah.
I was in the States this time last year, and that's the first time I'd heard of what a push present
Ooh,
was.
so you've heard of it already.
And my mate's wife was telling me that like someone's started this, but these chicks are all getting like Louis Vuitton handbags and
that
like,
makes me sick.
like $5,000 gifts for
having the
having
baby.
the baby, yeah.
And
like going back to his point, it's like, didn't you want this as well? Like, wasn't this a like
this
what do I
this is
get?
a team thing, right?
Yeah, do I get a nut present like for fucking filling you up and just
Slight difference, but I see your point.
Yeah, well, it takes
less
two to tango,
painful.
You know what I mean?
I like a baby moon. A baby moon's a concept that was new to me, but I like that. Like they go away for like just before the baby comes, go have like one last holiday before the little shit arrives.
I thought you meant like a show at your ass or something as soon as it comes out. Just moon the little sucker.
That too. Get that in here.
Gotcha, you fucking moron.
Big brown eye. Big brown eye for the young fella when he lands.
Yeah, I'm against that too. I think that's fucking dumb. 316 coming in from our boy, Dumb Cunt.
I love these nicknames.
Gabe, Blue, Dumb Cunt calling.
TC.
How's it going? Yeah, I'm good too, thanks. I'm calling in today because I have a peeve. I'm peeved off about fuel prices. Not just about fuel prices. So, in Newcastle, Maitland, the areas I usually get around, diesel's about $2 a litre. And thinking with basic economics that the supply of fuel is very high because there's fuel stations everywhere. So you can almost always go to just another servo.
Mm-hmm.
And the demand is not very high because you can fill up anywhere. Therefore, you think prices would be lower for competition. And they're all big brand servos, so they should be able to afford to have low prices to try get the most customers.
Well, that much is true.
But today, I'm out just past Gloucester. I've come through the town of Barrington. And there's a small servo there. It's a general store. And at the sign at the end of it says last fuel for like 150 kilometres no matter which way you go. So demand for fuel, very high. Supply of fuel, very low because it's the one servo. You need to get fuel there if you're going any further unless you just filled up at Gloucester. And fuel, diesel's $1.85 a litre. How's it so much fucking cheaper when they've got to cart the fuel fucking 4 times further out here? And it's the only place you can get it, yet in the city where all the fucking big cunts are, it's expensive as fuck. Anyway.
He realised his time was up.
DC.
Anyway,
DC.
I think your concept of supply and demand isn't correct because demand for fuel is always going to be pretty high, right? Everyone's got a fucking car.
I mean, I'm pretty happy to go on a limb and say none of us are economists.
Oh, well.
Well, hang
Surprise,
on, Blue.
guys.
Hang on, Blue. I don't know, mate.
It fucking sucks.
It's not news that we're getting butt fucked by
Do you reckon
fucking
it's
fuel.
cheaper out there because there's lower demand?
Yeah.
Like no one's living in bumfuck
less
nowhere.
cars.
I remember over COVID, it was 98 cents a litre because no one could go anywhere.
Yeah.
So everyone's going places, they just jack it up because they can. Like they just butt fuck you. Like that's,
Yeah.
It's fuel
Welcome to the
companies
world,
suck.
dude, where you get fucked every turn.
Yeah, fuel companies
Taxes,
suck.
Fuel, groceries.
I heard a yarn, I think it was Japan, that like Aussie beef was cheaper in Japan than it is in Australia at the
I
moment.
think it could be lamb. I think I saw the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aussie beef or lamb is cheaper there than what we can get it here.
How does that make any fucking sense? You'd think it'd cost more to get it there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And then they'd chuck the price on with it? Anyway.
I don't know shit about shit.
Well,
I just know we're getting fucking.
When we get political punter
we're
on,
getting
we can ask
fucked.
Sam.
We're getting fucked. Yeah, Punters Politics probably hopefully come on and explain a bit of this to us.
I listened to his podcast today. It was actually interesting.
Did his first episode come out today?
Yeah. This is from The Cheese. Or just Cheese.
Brandon Smith.
Oh, fuck, he's shredded. No words.
Boys, Cheese here. Another guessing game for you there.
Saving me.
I got a peeve this week.
Easy.
So one day I was being lazy and thought I'd leave work and go to the bakery for lunch. And I was being real lazy trying to get a park out the front. It's real busy. I turned onto the main street. This bloke let me in, gave me a wave. And what do you know? There's a fucking car out the front of the bakery with its indicator on. So I put mine on, let her out, start moving in. And this fucking cunt behind her just moves up and parks right in the middle of the two spots inexplicably. I'm fucking carrying on like you wouldn't believe. Holding traffic up, so fucking, all right, we'll go around the block, get a fucking shit park and, walk a kilometre to the fucking bakery. And this cunt hasn't even left the fucking car. He's just sitting there now using two spots. Gee, I was fucking wild, I tell you what. I love a bit of road rage, but fuck me. Oh,
fuck.
Anyway. What would that's
you,
just an act of terrorism.
Yeah.
At a bakery too. That's fucked up.
You're getting into real dangerous territory where, like, he would have been in his rights to, like, buy an extra pie that he didn't want just to throw at their windshield.
Can I just, like, to zoom out a little? That could be the most Daily Blue dial-in. Like, you've opened it with a Nickelback guitar solo into a fucking traffic whinge and then there's a bakery involved as well. That was fucking...
He's ticked a lot of boxes.
That was fucking on brand.
I'll give him a star for that because that is very... And his name's Cheese.
Bro, they're fucking ripping the Saving Me guitar solo into a fucking dial-in. That's sick as fuck.
Walkout music for your dial-in.
Oh, that's fucking...
And concise with his dial-in as well.
He
Like,
ripped the solo.
He told what he was pissed off about.
Yeah, that was good.
He ripped the solo and then went straight into a fucking great yarn. That's fucking awesome. God, I love this podcast.
All time from the cheese.
That made me think of one. Have you ever seen people, like, put a cone out the front of their driveway?
I do it.
You do it?
So where I live, there's a really, really good cafe. I don't have a driveway, so I've off street. I have to park on the road. I've only got kind of between me and the bride, we've got two cars, and there's only really 3 spots where we can park without it being a pain in the ass. There's a really, really good cafe across the street. Saturday mornings, if we don't attack the groceries early, we come back. We learn very quickly that our parks get taken. I have to park far away with the groceries. I've got witches' hats in my ute all the time just for work. So I will put witches' hats in my spot when I go and do the groceries and come back and have my spot.
Now if someone moves there...
Oh, they're getting bashed.
Do you think you're within your right to spray them?
I know I'm taking the piss by doing it, but also I'm doing it for my convenience, 100%.
If you just have high vis on while you do that, though, no one will question anything.
Fuck yeah.
If you're like, he's a tradie, he's probably doing
if
something.
If you're in a white ute, high vis.
No, but you're leaving them unattended. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
then when he comes back, if like he's in his tradie gear and he's like, if you fucking...
Yeah, you should leave the hoodie in the car.
It's a pretty ballsy move, moving traffic cones to go for coffee. Like, you've got to be fucking... I know it's a dickhead move putting them there, but I've got a genuine reason.
Yeah.
You sound like every fucking boomer that doesn't have a fucking parking spot cut.
When people park outside my house, I get furious. If I have to park further away, like from where I park.
I've got two... There's 3 spots and anywhere else is a pain in the ass. Yeah. And if like one car's already there and one of the spots are gone, I am not happy.
Do you have like an Isuzu tipper or something big, like and robust like that?
No, you got a Ranger now. It's big enough. Yeah, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sorry, it is nice.
Gabe drives a fucking, I don't know,
an awesome
something with a go-kart, something with a go-kart wheel on it.
He's got the little Fred Flintstone car with the floor cut out.
Yeah,
I
have to run the sucker. No, Blue's car is nice. Biggest fucking screen in a car I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's fucking
you got
horny.
a new one.
Yeah, it's horny, bro. It's so horny. I'm not a car guy, but I'm like, it's not a Raptor.
Yeah.
I can actually put shit in the back of it.
Yeah.
Cheese has come back to back.
Let's go. Another solo, please.
Boys, Cheese back again. My fucking dial-in reminded me of another road rage incident not that long ago either. I was just run down to the fucking shops after work to, get some bits and pieces, and got one of those, those parks where you can drive straight through into the other park behind, and then when you leave, you can just drive out forwards.
Love
I had one of those opportunities.
Blessed.
Love them.
And I pulled into the first bit, and I'm just starting to get across, and this other fucking car swings in and fucking parks right in front of me.
That sucked.
Just cucked me. And it's pretty dark, but I could see the reflection off this bloke's face. That he was wearing an inch of makeup, and turns out it's my son's hairdresser, family friend, who's bats for the other team.
Yeah.
A good bloke, but very,
Super
very
unnecessary
flamboyant.
There's no but.
And it just made me think, oh, fucking hell. And I was pretty wild, and I was just thinking to myself, oh, mate, you are just fucking Ken from Wish. And, yeah, if you listen to this, Solomon, I'm sorry, I don't mean it. But fuck,
Bro, I was thinking every homophobic slur under the sun when he pulled in.
It sounded like Cheese was about to commit a hate crime, and he realised who it was.
Hit the brakes there, Cheese. Well done, bro.
Anyway, the guy was gay, by the way.
Pump the brakes. Unnecessary detail, but great
pissed me off
stuff.
more.
Great stuff.
Second last one, coming from Camo.
Gabe, Louis, Camo from the coast.
Yes, Camo.
The
Premier.
Condolences on Hansel, mate.
Thank you, bro.
Hope it's going well in the House of Blue.
It's not.
My dog died, actually.
Time heals all wounds.
Thanks, bro.
Just to bring up the therapy that you were talking about a couple of weeks ago, I'm 5 sessions into my therapy journey at the moment.
Let's go.
Through Medicare.
Yep.
You can actually get 10 of them.
Fuck yeah.
Through Medicare now, which is good. You just got to reassess with the doctor. But anyway, that's that. I just want to bring up a little thing. Mandarins back in the shops, mate.
Oh, how good.
They were the best weapon, not a weapon, in school.
Yeah.
You could like fucking squeeze the fucking skin in people's eyes.
Yes.
You could fucking just hurl them at people. Like, what was
That's
a
a great
weapon in
take.
school? That was a weapon, but not a weapon. You know what I mean?
It doesn't get better than
go sit on a
squeezing
cake,
it.
Gabe.
Yeah, I did.
Camo. Shout out to you, brother. Go and see the professionals. Yeah, you can get. So I thought it was like 6 or 7 sessions through Medicare, but you can get 10 sessions through Medicare. That's fucking.
For Nada?
I think so. I assume so. It's bulk built, which is epic. As I said, if you think you're someone that needs to, I couldn't speak highly enough of it. Good on you, Camo. Camo also just won a premiership, well, via the Central Coast Mariners. Camo from the coast, celebrating a premiership. The Mariners won the A-League, so shout out to you for that, Camo. And yeah, the weapon, not a weapon. That's
just fruit.
Bro, metal rulers used to get cracked with a metal, like the fucking those metal rulers used to get fucking cracked, or you like fucking snap them off the desk on someone. That was pretty gnarly.
What about rolling up a piece of paper into the wasps?
Yeah,
you'd
wasps
use a rubber
were
band
good.
and you'd shoot
Paper wasp or a good old spitball through a straw.
Yeah.
Did you actually rock the spitballs?
Yeah, we used to spitball a little bit.
I think that was an American thing.
Nah, we used to get them on the windows. We used to like stick them to the windows.
Yeah.
Sounded fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just like
Bubbler?
heavy bags.
Yeah.
You guys
Around
ever
them.
heavy bag someone? Like we used to have to carry heaps of textbooks and like you just push someone on on their bag and they just go over like a turtle.
Did you ever just nugget the bags?
No, I was
turn
going to
them
say
inside out.
and zip ties. Someone brought zip ties, so they were turning the bag completely inside out, zipping it up, and then zip tying it shut. So you had just this inside out bag that you couldn't get into. That was fucking sick.
One of the good ones,
bullying.
One of the good ones that we had at our school is we used to have like a muck up day. I'm not sure if you guys did like a muck up day, but one of the boys like went and got I think his dad or someone was like a locksmith because we used to have like a brand, like I think it was like called Master Locks, like that you'd lock your locker with. But there was a master key. So if you ever locked your keys in there or whatever, someone could come and get it out. Anyway, like these kids went and got the master key and they got it cut from their dad. So their dad's cut it for them so they could play this prank. And then they've gone and like they've just taken like different locks from different parts of the school and just changed it on everyone's locker.
Beautiful.
So it's just caused like
Carnage.
people trying to get in and it's just fucked up everything.
Carnage.
Yeah.
Someone muck up day, they put honey all over the handrails on the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
They just so then you'd use the stairs. Oh fuck, got honey on my hand. That was inconvenient.
We had one like I was very young at school, but there was like sheep that got released and they'd spray painted
the numbers thing. Yeah, that's always the oldest time.
the numbers. Yeah, the numbers.
1, 2, and 4.
Yeah.
And so like everyone's looking for the one that says 3 on it. Yeah.
That's very funny.
One of the best fucking pranks was two of the lads I spoke about on my podcast before, but you know, like they're like textile roofs where I think that's the word where you can like push the roof up and it looks like shredded newspaper. So these two lads went and got fish from the Mawson shops across the road.
Wow.
And then like during a free period hopped up on each other's shoulders. This is the day before like the spring or summer holidays. And they've just thrown fish in the roof.
Oh.
I think it was spring.
That's
because then summer was coming along and it just smelled so bad. And like every time you'd walk through like a specific corridor, you just smell it. But I knew it was them, so I was in on this. It was so fucking funny.
That's very creative.
And then over the summer holidays, fucking security cameras got put up everywhere. Eventually, someone's found dead fish in the room.
Oh my god, that's psycho shit.
Yeah, by the time I got to year 12, like it was all weaned out. Like the boarders were just way more mean to like the young porters. That was as far as fucking muck up day got. But there was an old wives' tale because I went to an ag school, so there was cattle and shit, that they pushed them up one of the stairs in a 2-story thing and cows can't walk downstairs.
Yeah, this must be something that's going around because that was like a old muck up day story as well that we heard of people being like, yeah, they put cattle, like they carried, what,
it's
fucking
probably
4
bullshit,
17-year-olds carried a fucking cow up some stairs.
Where are they getting the livestock from, guys?
Well, they were on my school.
They were.
Yeah.
Not at my school.
Final one from the Bleach Monkey.
The monkey's back.
G'day, boys. Me again. Look, I hate to do a double dial-in for the week, but just caught the dial-in from Sauce regarding the potential for an official AFL team of the channel. Now, Carlton Blues, yeah, I get it. You know, it's they're the Blues, and it's the Daily Blue Weekly and whatnot. And they have lost a large portion of their fan base ever since the Moran family all died. Now, of course, I'd love it if you chose my team, Port Adelaide Power, but I just can't think of any reason as to why you fucking would.
Thanks.
50% of their fan base, myself included, literally just supports them to spite their parents who go for the Crows. Might I suggest perhaps not Sydney Swans, because I don't even think half of Sydney goes for the Sydney Swans. Maybe GWS might be a bit more up your alley. They're not doing too bad this year, but they're still relatively new to the AFL in the spectrum of things, so they might be just the right level of underdog for you, where they don't completely suck, but they don't dominate either. And I'll leave that with you.
Beautiful.
So what does GWS stand for?
Greater Western Sydney.
Yeah.
So a bloke I went to school with, he's like an Aboriginal artist now. He actually did their Indigenous round jersey.
Nice.
So that's a bit of a reason for us to sway to go with them.
Connect. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Swannies are big old historic club.
Much like us.
Well, I was going to say not. Yeah, like we're pretty kind of new on the block too. Greater Western Sydney, I think, have only been in the comp like 8 or 9 years. Like they're pretty new. Carmichael Hunt, I think, was and Izzy Folau. Izzy Folau was there like marquee when he went across from league. So maybe that's something we can get behind. Share a lot of Izzy stances on things. So nah.
Hey, dude, he was pretty right because he said that hell and fire would come after.
Yeah.
After they legalised gay marriage and the country caught on fire, then COVID. So
Izzy.
Did he have a point,
dude?
Izzy.
Catch up on your Bible study, boys.
Izzy, fuck, what a dickhead.
The Sunday service.
What a fucking dickhead. Very good. Is that our last dial-in?
That's our last dial-in.
Beautiful. Bradley Bishop, where can everyone find you doing stand-up comedy and podcasting and all that goodness?
Yeah, you can find me on all reputable podcast outlets. It's called The Sunday Service with Bradley Bishop. On Instagram, Bradley Bishop with an _ and if you go to TikTok, I've got 2 accounts because I forgot a password on one of them. It's the one with more followers. None of them have a great deal of followers. So, yeah, give us a listen. Thanks for coming on, boys. I'm at the...
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming on.
You're welcome, bro. Anytime.
Pleasure to come into my own house.
And, yeah, stand-up, you can catch me at the Newcastle Comedy Club. Just if you're going a weekend, just shoot me a DM because they keep their lineups kind of under wraps. And I run a room at a place called the Cheeky Dog in Soldiers Point. So the next one on there will be July 18th. We've got Jared McGowan and Eric Hutton, 2 killers from Sydney, that are going to be emceeing and headlining the show. Tickets are $10 if you want to get one of those. Go onto the Cheeky Dog website. And aside from that, I will see you at a massage parlour.
Yes, see you at your local Thai massage. Guys, that's been Bradley Bishop. Daily Blue Weekly. Thanks everyone dialed in.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming on, Brad.
Thanks for having me, boys. Legends.
See you next week.
Later.
You're my boy, Blue!